Alright guys, welcome back to the Goonerbois podcast. Jeremy, Anis and SJ.
Hello.
Okay. Uh,
Hello.
hello. For those wondering, yes, it's hot. No, if you couldn't tell, we missed a week. It's just due to reasons that we will not disclose. But yeah, we were just unavailable. So that's just how it is. And now we're here. But we are recording a bit of a longer episode instead because we have the time. So what have we been up to in these past 2 weeks?
I feel like before we even go any further, we should explain this little shit at the bottom of my screen and why he's not using his normal.
So let's talk about the elephant in the room, innit?
I mean, I was gonna ask what we've been up to.
That is, this is technically what he has been up to, or what he hasn't been up to.
Mango interrupted me. The fuck?
Technically speaking.
Yeah. So basically, my PC kind of fucked up on me. My GPU is fucked. For some reason, I would play games like single-player games like Reaper or Hollow Knight, and my GPU is up 100%. That's without you opening up OBS or VTube Studio. So, I can no longer game. I've tried reinstalling the graphics card. I've tried downgrading the graphics card and other stuff. I haven't done any like disk fragmentation or anything like that, but I can't be asked. But regardless, no matter what I did, no matter what settings I changed, I just can't fix the issue. So, I did what every sensible person does. I've walleted out.
So you didn't spend it on gacha this time.
Don't worry, one day.
Speaking of gacha,
Fuck you.
one of us has been up to something this week. I think Milan over here knows what I'm talking about. You started something.
Oh, that's dead. That's dead. I don't know. I'll talk about it in a sec. Because I actually want to talk about this topic as a whole. The one thing I do want to ask right now is, SJ, can you tell us the specs of your new PC?
Let me get it out because I had assistance from Mr. Lithuanian himself.
Oh yeah, from last episode.
Yeah, our tech guy. So, it's gonna have a Ryzen 7 5700. It's gonna have a water cooler. It's gonna have an Asus Prime motherboard. And it's gonna have an RTX 5070. 12 gigabytes.
Are you hearing this guy?
For context, I had an 1080 before the upgrade, so yeah. Marvel Rivals, be damned, don't worry.
Watch it still run like shit.
I'm gonna lose to your fucking PS5 loading. Oh lord.
RAM?
32 gigabytes RAM. And a 750 watt power supply.
I'm not a good PC guy, but Milan clearly is
you can still connect the other 2 RAM sticks to your thing, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Me and Lithuanian literally joked that if I wanted to, I could make it 64 gigabytes. I'm thinking of still using my old PC as like a server for something, or like maybe use bits of it like for something else and just replace the graphics card.
That's gonna crypto mine.
Exactly. Crypto mine. Listen, I need to get that bread, okay? The economy is crashing.
Okay, well, Anis wasn't reacting that much. The reason I was overreacting when I first heard this is because, first of all, you got 5070, most recent GPU. Yep. Second of all, it costs you less to buy pre-built than individual parts. That makes no sense.
Yep.
With a fucking water cooler as well.
Yep.
I don't know, bro. All I'm saying is, I think I said this to Anis before. Like when he upgrades his laptop, he can get the same laptop that I have with better specs for like $1,000. Like it's stupid.
Yeah, it's one of those kind of weird things. To be fair, it was on a discount, so yeah.
Like,
I haven't ordered it just yet.
Mm.
I need to go to the bank first and like top up the money, and then I can buy it.
What?
I would have went today, but the bank was closed. But yeah, I need to put money in my account.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I did
Man's
have a
Walter
boy,
Whiting
so-
right here, man. Fucking needs to put money in the bank, bro.
Listen, for some reason I just have cash laying about. I need to put the cash in the bank. Don't ask me what I do. Don't
That
ask me what I do.
sounds so
sus as
fucking
fuck.
suspicious. That sounds so suspicious. Like, it sounds like you're just committing tax evasion or something.
Yeah.
No,
Sounds
I
really suspicious.
No, that's not like that. It's just like people ask me for favors. Let's just say that.
That sounds even worse.
Okay, that sounds almost as bad, if not worse, than what you said before.
Okay, we get it. You have money. Fine. Okay, cool. Anyway, we're happy for your upgrade. It's not gonna fix the fact that your GPU is gonna be at 90 degrees like mine anyway when you load up Marvel Rivals.
Oh yeah, Marvel Rivals is a separate case, man. But at the very least, I'll be able to play that Baldur's Gate free. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, you can play
max
you can play
settings.
WoW at 4K,
Oh hell yeah! 4K Gamba.
which is something that Anis wanted to bring up earlier. I did install WoW.
Son of a bitch.
And I'm gonna uninstall it because I wanted to my rewards, but I got nothing, man.
Yeah. You have to wait for like 20 days for the fucking rewards.
I thought you were using an old account you had.
Yeah, but like, bro, I played for like an hour. I'm on like, I'm not even Union level 5, I think.
Yeah, but the rewards are like gone, if I remember right. I'm not too sure.
Because the thing is, the reason I logged back in is because new players get a extra selector, and I was like, okay, do I still count as a new player though? Like, I only played for like an hour.
No, it's like fresh out of the fucking thing. It's literally, you know, the thing that you get at the beginning, like the character selector. You already used that, did you? ticket.
Yes.
Yeah, if you have it, if you already claimed it and you can't fucking get it again, it's literally that. But they've extended the duration.
Oh, because I got like
Yeah.
this long hair guy.
Kakarot, yeah?
I don't know, his hair is white, I think.
Yeah, Sephiroth.
Kakara.
Yeah. That's like the only 5-star I got.
He's not bad. He's just not used anymore.
And then I got a girl with monkey ears.
That's
Monkey ears?
that's the Scottish rat.
Oh, Lumi.
Lumi.
Is she of
Monkey
age?
ears.
Yes.
Okay,
She's a
she's
delivery
fit.
girl.
She.
Yeah,
she,
I agree with you.
Is she of age? I
don't know at this fucking point.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Editing me, if she's underage, then I'm leaving the Goonerbois podcast.
Alright, time to search up Google.
I mean, it's in the name.
What?
Gooner.
Yeah, but I don't want to. Okay, anyway, the. Okay, can one of me just look you up on the phone? It's just in the meantime.
I'm searching up, don't worry. They don't really explain what the fuck
Never
their
explain
character
ages
ages are.
usually.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry. It's just like it's just like at the worst case, it would just be like the Bonnie situation again. You know what I'm saying? From One
Okay,
Piece.
cool. As a non-war player, because I'll be honest, you guys told me that the first part of the story is kind of shit, so I was kind of just skipping around a little bit.
Yep.
The only thing I'm gonna ask about war, and then I'll let you guys talk. I heard that Zani's kit is kind of like complicated to use right now or something.
Not complicated. It's heavily dependent on another character.
Who's that? Is that Phoebe?
Yeah.
Well, my response to that: Spectro Rover, my friends. That is my
Mhm.
response to that.
Yeah,
It's free.
but-
Isn't that kind of stupid though? Because from what I've heard, like a lot of the big units that you can use, like you don't need a specific character for it. Like you can still like just use them with other characters.
Yeah, so normally when you have those kind of these kind of characters where they're dependent on another character, there's normally like a 4-star equivalent. like a FTP team. The FTP team is just the main character as Spectra, which is the light element, with Zanny. Problem is though, right? When you compare the damages between Phoebe and Rover, Spectra Rover, there's like a good 50% difference.
Okay.
I don't think it matters though, because you could literally get away with any team comp in this game. It doesn't matter.
But this Zanny's just like, if you care about damage, that's the fucking issue. And a lot of gacha players care about damage, but it's up to you how you enjoy the game. I'd say it's a bit disappointing that is that big of a difference between a premium team and an FTP team. But at the end of the day, Zanny's my wife, so yeah. And I have Phoebe, so I don't really care.
Yeah, I watched your stream like a couple of days ago, and the only guys that really struck out to me was the pirate guy. I thought he looked cool.
Braun's
Braun.
cool.
Yeah. Braun's a fucking G, man. I love his design.
Yeah, he looks cool.
I don't have him though, my main account.
I'm glad I got 2 of him.
You bitch, give me one!
Fuck off, you. Fucking spending money getting the characters, bro. Don't even try.
I think I haven't seen all the characters yet, but I feel like that's like the number 1 pick so far. And then probably Zanny, because I mean, the only characters I know are like these 2 and Showkeeper.
Watch him like Camellia.
You know what we need to do? We need to have Milan do like rating Gua characters by the designs.
We said this.
We could do that literally now. We could do it in this podcast if we really wanted to.
I was gonna do a clap and switch. Yes.
Should we actually do that? Like right now? Should we actually?
No, because I don't have it set up.
Okay, we'll do it next week.
We'll do it next video. We're already like fucking 30 minutes behind schedule.
I want to talk about. That is my fault, by the way. I was tired from gym. That way late.
Oh yeah.
That is completely my fault. I was tired. I overslept. I was only going to sleep for an hour. I slept for like an hour and a half. Anyway, I wanted to talk about War briefly because obviously they had the anniversary, and
no.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm a bit bored.
Yeah.
It didn't dawn upon me because it's like because I thought I didn't watch the whole stream when they did it. I thought there'd be like a new area at least or something, but there's no new area. There's no new main story. The only thing they have right now is the event story for the anniversary, which is like you just talk to Encore and then like it does the.
And don't spoil it to me.
I'm just saying how it starts off with you literally getting a call from her. Like that's the very beginning. I won't say I haven't actually played the whole thing myself, but it's literally just an event quest, Zanny's story quest, and that's it. There's no main story. There's no new area. There's the new game mode, like for the board game thing they have for the anniversary. But again, it's like it's not really much. It's free shit. So I'm not gonna complain, but there's not actually a lot going on. And
yeah.
It's kind of sad. After the first day, I literally haven't picked up the game again because it's like there's just nothing happening right now, and I don't know. It's a little bit disappointing right now that I can't really like. It doesn't really feel like a proper anniversary. It kind of like this right now has less content, like just gameplay wise, than even like the previous patch, which had like the whole new area, a new main story, a new weekly boss, and obviously the usual free pulls and shit.
Well, I feel like it's a bit unfair to compare a filler patch for a main story patch. If you compare it to a filler patch, though,
this shouldn't be a filler patch. So the anniversary patch should not be a filler patch.
Yeah, I know. I agree with that one. Yeah, 100%.
The fact this is an anniversary patch, and I feel like there's fuck all to do compared to just a normal patch from the previous one.
Excluding all the rewards that we got, or the like the pools and stuff like that. Event wise, it's from what I've heard from other people, it's just meh at best.
The rewards are not the problem to me here. It's just the fact that there's barely anything to do. Like once you do Zanny's story quest, you literally all you have is the event stuff, and that's like even that's a bit because this is temporary stuff. Because this isn't like an exploration quest or anything that they did with when Phoebe came.
No,
out.
I've heard the cube is permanent.
The anniversary events.
Yeah, that's permanent. Surprisingly.
Okay, well, even if it is, fair enough. But like again, for an anniversary, I feel like there should be some. At least, it shouldn't feel like a bit this empty.
Yeah, I agree. It just feels very lackluster. I don't really like it. That's why, even though like my PC's fucking died on me, I don't really care too much because there's not really that much happening. That's like, oh my god, I have to do this. I don't really have that urge anymore.
Well, you can't stream period right now, so it's a bit.
Well, I can't even open up the fucking game without going in 10 frames per second.
Not even just WoW, you can't open up anything without your PC wanting to kill itself.
Yeah, I literally opened up repos at 95 degrees. I was like, what the fuck is up to my PC?
But
yeah, it's like
Zanny's
go on.
Zanny's quest is good. I liked her story.
Nice.
I think she's fun. I had nothing pre-farmed for her, and I still haven't built her. I just gave her a bunch of echoes that I already had left over, and luckily I was able to get some decent rolls on them.
Mm-hmm.
So saved me the trouble of having to farm really any characters, any echoes. So I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
I'll farm shit later for her when I play the events because I don't have the energy right now to play WoW. But yeah, Milan, what are you gonna say?
I mean, as a non-WoW player, from what I heard from like other people, and then just looking about from content creators, like their main, because there was that whole thing with the anniversary stuff. I don't really care about that anymore. Like their main thing was the only thing that they cared about in the patch was the actual content, and like as long as there is content, then they'll be happy. But from what you two are saying, there is no content, so that's not good.
Well, content
it's not no
is
content. It's just there isn't as much as there should be. Like again, I'm comparing it literally to what we've got in the past couple of patches, and we've got more in nearly all those patches. As in, not rewards, just like gameplay stuff
to do.
We've got more stuff in every other 2.0. I'll give a pass because it's a whole new region, so I'll give it that.
I feel like it's fair to compare this patch to 2.1 because that was also a filler patch,
Didn't that still have a new area?
Yeah, and that's why it makes it even fucking annoying.
That's
like really 2.1 has a new area.
It had a permanent story, and it had an exploration story,
a permanent event.
It had a permanent event and
game mode.
It had a whole new sub game mode with the fish and shit.
Which is really fun in my opinion.
And all of that, and that's just a random patch. This is an anniversary patch. It's a year since the game launched, and it feels like there's not much to do. I played for 1 day, and I feel like I'm already basically over it. Unless there's more they have planned.
They do have more stuff planned, but the problem is they do the tactic of we're gonna release the stuff week by week.
Well, so just like Genshin.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like Genshin, an event ends and then a new one pops up.
I don't mind. Not even I don't even think it's like that. It's like
it's not like that.
Like one of the things, it's literally like 10 free pulls and a bunch. I think some shit. The thing, dude.
I'm just waiting for that.
That one is funny.
You know what it is? It's literally has a countdown of 42 days. Why even put it there?
So wait. Let's help Milan on this thing. So imagine this, Milan, right? You get told that you get 10 premium pools and you get a little skin for your glider, I think.
It's supposed to be a skin for your glider.
That's that's something different, I think.
But it lasts for 42 days, right? But it unlocks in 20 days, and you can see it. It's there. It's there.
I don't even know why bother with it. I don't even know why you would bother with a countdown. Just release it. I don't see the problem.
Exactly.
Like
and the time there as well, right? Where you can claim it 3 hours after Zanny's banner is gone, and I was like, why?
I mean, I already have it, so I don't really care.
It's like
no, but most people are not going to even pull.
I know. I'm just saying for my sake. I got lucky. I thought in my sake, it's just fun.
Yeah.
It's like when in the Honkai anniversary stuff, they give you the free 10 pull, but like you have to wait like 10 days for it.
No, this is like when they fucking did they dropped Mavweek and Sitlali like at the same time, like the 2 new characters at the same time, and the 3 polls they were giving out during Lantern Right came out literally like right after they're gone, and I'm like, dude, come on, like, but even then, like, this is I don't get it, like, I don't know what happened for this anniversary, like, I feel like it feels less than even a normal patch just of what we can play. I don't know if and the worst part is the cool stuff they announced in the live stream, the skins and the skins are not coming out until the patch after, and the Cyberpunk Edgerunners collab isn't until next year. So like that all the cool shit isn't even coming until like much later.
Literally the only thing cool that came out in this patch is just Zanny. That's it.
Zanny and her story. Well, the fucking singer, she'll be the next phase.
Chikora, yeah.
And she has a story too, but like
her one's an event. So her one's an event story. So I pray that's a permanent event and not like a Zhang Liao.
Does she not have a companion quest?
It's apparently an event story, so I no.
But I don't know. We'll see what they decide to do from here. If this is really only one half of like the anniversary or whatever, then
I feel like that's copying at this point.
Maybe they can cook.
I've like come to terms with it.
I don't know, and quite honestly, I don't really care too much because it's like, it ain't that deep to me. I don't care. I don't play the game that consistently to really care too much. So whatever. But it's
as someone who has played the game every day for the past like year, it feels like a slap to the face. I'll be honest. I don't know. It, like even like excluding, I don't care about the rules, right? I'm just caring about just the pure gameplay of like what we're doing. It just feels like nothing. Even like 1.2, the Lantern Rite Festival, felt like we had something going on.
You got Lantern Rite in this game. That's crazy.
Well, we had the Moon Chasing Festival. That's the one where we got the free Zhang Liao, you know. But then again, this is all from what I've seen from like other streamers.
It is.
Yeah.
The funny thing, I actually did a poll on like that anniversary banner they have where it's like 5 like characters that came out like throughout the year. Yeah. And I tried to get Shirja and I lost my 50-50. So. I mean, I can say it's good for me because I can save everything for Cards of Fear now, so it's good for me.
Does the pity like carry over?
I actually have no idea.
I don't know, to be honest. Maybe for like the next time it happens, but I don't know.
I don't know. I actually had to look up actually if the pity does carry over to normal banners. I don't know if it does. If it doesn't, then
well, you're fucked.
Well,
I know it carries over to the next patch for one. Is there any characters? Maybe S2 Bron?
No. If it doesn't carry over to normal banners, then that's a problem. That's really bad actually, because then it's like, oh god, I have to save up enough to guarantee Cards of Fear.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna look up now. Actually.
Shit, I'll give him anxiety now.
Fuck you.
I love you too, lad.
Shut up. Does the pity?
Well, Anis is doing that. No.
I have something to talk about.
Oh, okay, no, okay. It is. I think it is. Yeah, it does carry over.
I guess not.
No, okay, yeah, anyway, continue.
A live stream happened today. For Genshin.
Okay. Oh.
And it talked about 6.0.
6.0, damn! Okay.
We're not going to Stage 9.
Huh?
It's, okay. To give you the rundown, basically, it's like a section that used to be part of Snezhnaya, but it's not anymore. It's like this, like, it's like a land where there's like a bunch of different factions in it. It's called like Nodcry. And it's
Nodcry.
There's a lot of like lore there and stuff, and they've been teasing for the past like couple weeks. And I literally know people that are literally going crazy over this like fucking shit because of like just how much story implications there are for this. And the fact that he's in it now is kind of interesting because they don't ever do it this early. For like the new like 0.0 patches, they never do it this early because we're only at like 5.5 right now. I think we haven't even got to 5 or 6 yet, which is next week.
Well, let's be honest. The reason is because they don't want to wrap up the story already.
I guess so. Yeah.
I'm just like regardless of how well they execute it, they're doing this because they don't want to end the story soon. The story's supposed to end in 2 years.
If anything, I'm more than happy for them to do this because I'm more than happy. If it means they'll go back to older regions and give them some new shit, like they're doing for the next patch, I am more than happy for them to do shit like that because some of these regions need it. Mondstadt's literally what they're doing next. They're giving it a new quest. Ooh. Monster's getting a new Archon quest, a new weekly boss.
What the fuck?
Fontaine's got some like a new character. I don't really care that much, but the monster stuff's really cool.
Yeah. I like the new character from Fontaine.
Monster's getting new shit finally since the beginning of the game. Like they literally haven't gotten anything since the launch. Like since outside of event quests, obviously, but those are always like they're not permanent. So this is the first time they're truly getting something that actually sticks to the like on the map and everything, and actual new Archon quest shit, which is cool.
Dragon Spine. Anyway,
Oh, Dragon Spine. This is technically Mondstadt.
I mean, Dragon Spine, I guess you could argue it was an addition they made, but it's like they kind of treat it as like its own separate area.
Yeah.
Because it even has its own separate thing with like the fucking tree.
Oh yeah, true. I forgot about that. They had their own like animocula, or what the fuck's called, the red ones.
They said that so because next patch they're implementing this feature where you can literally like speak to characters just about in Monster. They're trying to do the same thing in Not Cry with more characters. So they're trying to make this more immersive, which I appreciate. I just don't know how they're gonna do it because it's gonna be now off topic. Because I don't think there's anything else to talk about Genshin. I had a talk with Tammy about why I am not so fond of the storytelling in Honkai. And we came to a conclusion. So I said that I basically would like if I don't mind this law, like all of this talk about law. I just feel like it would have been more interesting if the dialogue was more immersive. Instead of me just having to go from this place to another to have this guy to talk, and it's like maybe the RPGs are not for me, but like I don't know. To me, it doesn't feel like I'm actually like engaging myself into the story. And Tammy literally said, I feel like the big problem is that they have to make this for mobile players as well. I think if mobile was not a part of this, I think this might have been a little bit different.
Again, I've said it before. The reason they cram all this shit into these stories is because I'm not excusing it. If anything, it annoys me that they do this. The reason they do it is because they don't do companion stories anymore. Like Genshin, the reason, like, their main stories are not as crammed because they still have character story quests. Woowa, same thing with their main stories. They still have companion story quests. So if we want to learn more about the specific characters, outside of a couple, because some of them literally the main story is their story, like Shorekeeper and like Cartafia, as like examples. But like with Star Rail, they have stopped doing companion stories since like Yun Li came out. She was the last person to get one, and that was like 2.4. And funny enough as well, since they stopped doing like companion quests, that's when they also started doing the obscenely long main story. So all the character lore is basically crammed into these main story quests. This is the problem I think the game has, and I really don't see enough people talk about it. Like, if they literally split it up, where all the character lore was in their specific story quest, then it'd be like, okay, then it's more adjustable, because like if people want to, they can go out of their way to play those quests and learn about the characters. But because they don't do that in Star Rail, they just bloat the quest to high hell, and each quest becomes like 6, 7, 8 hours long, even longer in some cases.
I agree. However, I still stand by what I said earlier. I do think that the way they actually play the story could be more immersive in terms of actually like making the player want to read all this dialogue.
I think part of the problem is just that it's the kind of game Star Rail is. I think that just comes down to a fact of the game itself. I don't think they can fix that. Unless they literally reworked how the game made, which obviously they won't because it's a turn-based fucking RPG kind of thing.
Again, I think if these games were not on mobile, this would have been different.
That's my opinion on gacha games in general when it comes to open world ones.
I mean, WoW is like pretty fucking good for a gacha game.
Like, if you play Genshin...
It would have been a lot better if it wasn't for the mobile players, I'll be honest.
If you play Genshin on phone, and you're in 5.6, you're wildin', bro. That phone is melted. There's no way.
Unfortunately, for all these companies, most of their income comes from mobile plays.
That's the fucking worst.
Bro, that phone is melted. There's no way you play on a phone.
Nah, the Chinese phones, lad. You don't understand.
Well, actually, gym instructor is probably fucking is probably playing still on his phone. That's a reference to one of the Goonerbois. Anyway, I think he still plays on his phone, but like that phone is gone. There's no way.
Yeah, I think he plays both Genshin and WoW on the phone.
Yeah, he does.
Good lord, the storage.
I don't know, bro, what he's doing. Because I told him buy one of the Goonerbois. I told him to buy a PC because he actually has a job. I was like, just get a fucking laptop already, bro. Like, you work full time. And he's like, yeah, I should probably do that. Really?
He's like, yeah.
Again, just this whole unfortunately, as I said, they make too much money from mobile players, so they're just not gonna like stop doing that because.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah. You know what? How about this? I think the source of all the issues about the bloated quest might be Milan. Because this bastard hasn't even done a single companion quest story since like how long?
Let's not click on my quest tab on Honkai anyway.
I'm gonna agree with him purely because I have so many world quests I have not done.
The companion quest.
I've done nearly all of them besides like one.
Yeah. World quest is different, but the world quest doesn't have dialogue, you know. CBA, I can't understand why you don't come to us for that. The companion quests.
The thing that baffles me though is like, they've made certain quests not even be that long, and they're still really good. Like for instance, like 2.3, 2.7, fucking the initial like 2.0. Like they've made quests not feel that long and not even be that long. And they're still good. Like, I don't know why they feel the need to bloat these quests to a high hell. I don't get it.
I skipped Kafka's quest.
Did you do that thing where you like just...
Yes, I just told the fuck off.
That's you being stupid because there's actually some pretty good lore in that quest.
I thought it was funny.
It's funny, but you missed out some really good lore there. But anyway, I think that it's funny that you can do that though. But like, I think just the way they've gone about the game, I think is like they need to start. Honestly, they need to start doing companion story quests again because I feel like they allow them to be more free with the main story, and so they don't have to make them too long. Then, if people want to go out their way and play the companion stories, then they can because it's like a separate thing. I think that's a good way of going about it, and that's honestly one of the things I like that Genshin does, where like with their quests, obviously, like. For the longest time, they've literally done main story, and then if there's a new character, they give them their own story, which is like I think a good way to do it.
Yeah, with the only exception in La Land, they do like the mini world quest, whatever.
What do you mean?
Well, there has not been like character quests except for like my week.
Oh yeah, but that's a different thing though because like they still technically do them, but it's like a new thing they do with the tribe quest. It's basically the character story quest. It's essentially what it is. It's just
the tribe quest, bro.
Well, yeah, but it's basically a story quest for that character. It basically is the same thing. They just reworded it and reworked it a little bit. That's all. It's basically now whether you do the story quest, it also adds the reputation for that tribe. That's all it is basically. But I think it's a good way of doing it. Honestly. So I think you talk about immersion. I actually think that makes it more immersive because obviously, if you help out the people of the tribe, naturally your rep should be higher. So it technically, I would argue that's good world immersion because it's in like okay, I actually feel like I'm impacting the world by doing this. And I think that's good.
Yeah, surprisingly enough, like. Because I haven't done any story quests since Fontaine. Like I actually did a tribe quest, except for the new
one. You're missing out on Nouvelette's. Nouvelette's one is really fucking good. His story quest is really good.
No, I didn't watch his show.
Farina's one is pretty good. Yeah.
No, I did Farina's one.
Who else is there? There's Navia. I like Navia's. Cloran's one is just fucking D&D, so I should have a fun day with that one. I can't remember anyone else's that was like that good to me. But I don't know. Yeah. So in conclusion, fuck me dead. Anyway.
Well, speaking of games, I actually platinumed the game.
Oh, GTA?
Lego Harry Potter years 1 to 4.
Wait. Were you playing on the PS4 or on
Yeah, on
Steam?
the PS4. No.
I thought you bought the one on PS... What you got on Steam?
No, that's the Lego Star Wars.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Which is funny because they gave out on PS Plus as well.
Ah, fair enough.
So I didn't need to buy it.
Whenever I saw you on Discord and it said like you're playing a Lego game, right? I was thinking, is he editing?
Yeah, basically, if I play something in the background, usually in the evening, I'm mainly editing the podcast, but yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh, he's been editing this game for like the last week, but for like a couple of days. Is he editing something else, like his own video?
No, I just wanted to platinum the game.
Fair enough.
I'm on years 5 to 7, and let me tell you, night and day, the game is so much better.
Okay. I have both the games on Steam. I need to play it one day.
Bro, you play years 1 to 4, you'll be like, oh yeah, that's fine. There are some things that I don't like about it. You play 5 to 7, you'll be like, oh my god. Oh,
what, in a good
so
way
much
or bad
better.
way?
In a good way, bro. Like, honestly.
Oh, okay.
There's only one thing that I don't like about 5 to 7 is... So, in years 1 to 4, there's one spell that you learn last. It's called Reducto. Reducto allows you to destroy silver bricks, okay? Like shiny. Okay? Straightforward. In years 5 to 7, Reducto is one of the spells that you can use in the game. But it's also the last one that you get as well, which makes no sense because you already should have it.
What?
Yeah, I don't get it either.
How's it the first and the last?
Like, bro, you literally get it in the previous game, so you would think that when you play 5 to 7, you would already have it, but you don't. It's the last spell you get.
Nah, you skipped that lesson. What are you talking about?
Because they introduce new spells in 5 to 7, which, honestly enough, I actually prefer. So they have, I don't know the spell names, but basically one of the spells is, you have these red bricks, okay? You set the spell on a red brick, and it's basically a cutout. Okay, you move the cursor to make the shape, and then it'll come out, and then you can build the thing. It's pretty cool. The other one is a water one. You literally just spray water. It's mainly to fill in tanks and everything. Okay, and then the other one is focus. Now, focus is a spell that basically allows you to find out what a certain person wants. You'll have like these clouds with some like a character, and you just set the spell, and it'll tell you what they want, and it'll usually be like in the area. And honestly, I prefer that because some of the spells in the previous game were like okay, because in the previous game you had one of the spells, it was to deal with like the little like blue midgets that just kept flying about. You did the spell once to encapsulate them in like this, basically like gachapon, alright? And then you have to do it again to actually kill them. Why do I need to do it twice? What?
enough, mate.
But yeah, and then you have Expecto Patronum, like that's obviously, but I still find it funny.
Expecto Patronum.
Yeah, I find it weird how Harry is the only one that has it, but then I realize like this actually makes sense law-wise because he literally teaches them in year 5 Order of the Phoenix how to do the fucking spell. So I will say I actually do want to do a Goonerbois watch along with Harry Potter, not because we're British. It's just genuinely because I genuinely don't remember the movies. I just want to rewatch them to realize if they're good or not, and I can actually remember them.
I mean, now they're not streaming for like the next couple of weeks. I don't mind.
Oh yeah, we can actually watch them, bro. You can actually fucking watch Deadpool now.
Yeah, sure.
No, Alex, this guy actually has time. We can actually fucking do this.
I mean, I've already seen. I swear we've already watched them.
No, I don't mean this.
We watched the third one. We watched the first one.
I ain't talking about movies, bro.
Wait, what are you talking about, man?
Oh no.
Oh. I know what he wants to do. I know exactly. Esha, you have no excuse now. You literally have no
My man, it's time. I download the episodes, bitch.
I have no excuse,
you have no excuse.
Alright, okay, how about this? We rewatched the entire series.
No,
oh, fuck off! Fuck off!
I am not rewatching.
I genuinely don't remember.
We are not rewatching all the build.
No, honest. We'll read the script.
Well, sorry, what?
We'll read the script.
Shut up.
What, in English or Japanese?
No. Don't worry about it.
Watashi wa.
I mean, no.
Don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. It's a camera.
He's making some. Yeah, just I'm gonna kill this man.
It's a reference. Eh?
Yeah.
I'd say. Look. When do you want to do it? Like, legit. Come on.
Bro, you're like 6 episodes left.
There's no reason to just not finish it. Like.
Okay, I'm gonna rewatch it.
Are you dead ass gonna rewatch it?
Yeah.
Why?
Why not?
Okay.
So I can remember stuff again. I generally don't remember.
Wait, what?
I generally don't really remember the stuff that's happened before. I don't even remember what the last episode was in build. I'll be honest.
What is the last episode I'll be watched?
It was the one where he was. It was the one where he tries to turn Sento.
No, it was the episode where we find out that Sento's dad is still alive.
No, it wasn't that.
Yes, it was.
Was it? I swear it was the episode where he tried to turn Sento into like a lost smash, but it didn't work because obviously it's a Bill Genius.
Well, yeah, and then at the end of the episode, we find out that Sento's dad is still alive.
Is that the same episode?
Yeah, I swear it is.
Okay, then yeah, it's that one.
Because I'm very sure SJ literally saw like the end and like he finds out that his dad is still alive. Because he literally asked the question of like, "Oh, is that his dad?" Like,
Odds on we make him watch the movie as well.
I mean, you can. Again, it's up to you if you want to rewatch the show, but like you can't have no excuse to not finish it now.
Yeah, I know. I've been to be fair, right? I spent the entirety of yesterday like reading manga. Because I had nothing to do.
Yeah.
Wait, when does the Be the One movie take place? Is it before
45?
45 or is it before or after?
I don't know, man.
Just DM me like the rough timeline of what I should watch. Like when
because doesn't he have to watch like there's like special episodes that take place like the ones.
Yeah, we'll make him watch the Rogue High Battle video, bro.
Because he has to watch like he doesn't have to, but there's episodes.
No, it doesn't, man. All you need to watch is the show and the movie. Just watch that, man. If you really want to watch everything, then like I can literally send you the timeline, no problem. I just feel like you're just not going to be interested.
Oh, I probably won't, but
like there's a spin-off show.
Finally get off my chest, you know.
Okay, I mean there's a spin-off show. It's a 3-part spin-off. It's not a spin-off, but basically it's a 3-part series that literally tells you how Gentoku Rogue became Rogue.
Oh, okay. I mean that sounds chill.
So from the part that he got locked up when like Sento beat him up, to the point like before he like transforms and beats him up in Saito.
Okay.
I honestly don't think Ashley understands what you're saying. I legit think
No, I
he's
do.
forgotten.
No, he knows what
Like,
I said. Gentoku
Gentoku is fucking the bat guy who then became the crocodile guy.
and t-shirts.
You know, basically the guy that looks like Milan.
Nice.
He's good looking. I'd take it.
It's a compliment, if anything, yeah.
With short hair, sure, but with long hair,
It might be offensive towards Gentoku, but towards you, it's a compliment.
Oh, okay.
Just finish the last. You have like 6 episodes left or some shit.
If he wants to rewatch it, it's up to him. But I don't really care.
I'm gonna watch it, and I'm like, I'm so confused with what's happening. I don't remember half the fucking terminology anymore.
Okay, fine. When we finish this podcast, I'll make the time now.
Yeah. I'll probably watch while in the back. What's good in the background? If that makes sense. So I just need a reminder of the episode, and I'm like, oh, that's what happened.
Okay. Well, all it took was his GPU to crash on him. So.
Yeah. God was like, "Fuck you, man. Fucking watch build."
Anyway, we're getting too ahead of ourselves. We'll talk about Toku later.
Yeah.
So
the only thing my PC can do right now, right, is run YouTube and watch stuff. So may as well take advantage.
Yeah, I don't know how your 1080 is so scuffed, bro.
I don't know. It must be age. Betsy's dying.
I'm surprised your GPU is the one that's dying, and not your storage.
That's it's good, huh? I mean, I have like 200 gigabytes left on my hard drive.
I mean, are you getting 500 more though?
I'm gonna get like 4 terabytes more.
He said this before we started the stream. Like, why do you need 4 terabytes?
Listen, don't worry.
So he's gonna download every single Steam game that he has.
Listen, okay, I need to be prepared for GTA 6, okay?
But GTA 6 not even gonna come out on a fucking release day. That on a freaking PC. Now you know what you can do. You know what you can do with the 4 terabytes.
Download episodes.
You can download all of Kamen Rider. It's 3.5 terabytes.
3.5.
Yeah, man.
For mid.
That.
Oh no, you say Kamen Rider. No, I thought you said Super Sentai.
I mean that it includes all the movies and specials, by the way.
I mean, isn't movies infamous for being bad? Or am I tripping?
Surprisingly enough, the good shows have shit movies, and the okay shows have good movies.
Huh. Fair enough, mate.
Just torrent the show, bro. Come on.
Whoa, we don't condone going on a pirate website.
I do. Fuck you, mate.
Okay, well, I'm not participating in this.
Listen, as someone who's a gamer, I say it's fine to pirate games if you don't have money.
No, you only pirate games if you don't like Nintendo.
Don't say that. We're gonna get a lawsuit, lad.
Gonna get a lawsuit.
I don't care.
We'll get DMCA. No, I do not associate with Milan, even though I fucking hate you.
Brother, if we get a lawsuit by Nintendo, we'll actually get more spotlight. We can actually grow our channel.
Just on the topic quickly of privacy,
yeah?
or privacy, piracy. I meant I can't talk.
Yeah.
Whether it's okay to do it or not. There was a quote from the Ultra Kill
Oh yeah.
His quote actually was really powerful. It was culture shouldn't exist only for those who can afford it. And
hell yeah.
I thought that's actually a really good line, and I was like, okay, you know what?
Boss wants to balls.
That was a really good line, and I'm like,
yeah.
I back it because a lot of people were pirating the game, but the dev was cool with it because obviously people were spreading it around and shit. And then he hit that line because he explained how a lot of the media he consumed as well when he didn't have money was obviously also pirated. And I don't know, I just thought that was just a really cool line and a really memorable line on top of that. And actually made me think if piracy is, because I think piracy is fine obviously if certain media just isn't accessible anymore. A lot of games
for lost media, 100%.
Especially Nintendo games. like they don't sell them anymore or anything, so emulators and shit. So like I think that's fine. I think certain games are like maybe if the devs are like really shitty people, then you go for it. It depends. I feel like in certain scenarios, because obviously like you should support a game if it's like genuinely good. I feel like you should still support it in some way. Obviously it can vary depending on like what it is or whatever, but like some support should be good at least. I feel like for a game.
I say pirating against indies is like the only thing I'll be like, oh come on, really lad, really? You're fighting against someone who's like having a tough competition here.
Because like indie devs, they actually like I feel like they obviously like put a lot of effort into their shit on average.
They're the only game devs nowadays that have like passion. All the other like game studios, except for like maybe Larian,
from maybe like From Software, maybe they're pretty. From Software, I feel like they could be like up there.
Yeah. Like there's very few nowadays that like still have the good old passion.
If this was like 2018, I would have put Insomniac up there, but given
rest in peace, the Spider-Man multiplayer game.
Given how much money they've thrown into these recent Spider-Man games, and on top of just scrapping games, I feel like it's less on them. I feel like it's less on them because like they did get hacked, and then Sony decided to just go all in. Sony, I feel like is mainly to blame because they decided to go all in on like Spider-Man and God of War. They didn't really decide to venture out. Like that's the reason Astro Bot probably won Game of the Year or whatever, because of the fucking it's just a different game than what they've literally been doing for the past like 7 years, which is just like immersive single player games.
Was Sony the people who wanted Concord or made Concord, or was that a different company?
Yeah, it was. Yes, yeah, it was Sony.
You're telling me that we could have had a Spider-Man fucking multiplayer, but instead we got a fucking Concord.
Well, Concord didn't last long either. So.
No, but the fact that it was like how many millions? Like I think the statistic was like 500 mil or something like that.
You had to pay for Concord too, right?
Yeah, it was like 50 quid.
And then Marvel Rivals, which I wouldn't be too surprised if Rivals was an actual like paid game, because like there's a lot of like finesse, shall we say, with this game. But the fact it's a free game, and
I feel like it wouldn't be as successful if it was a paid game.
No, but like I wouldn't be too surprised if it was, because they actually do put a lot. I would argue the devs put a lot of effort into the game. So the fact it's a free game,
also very vocal.
The fact that it's a free game, they're pretty receptive on the feedback, and they update the game basically weekly, which is pretty crazy to me, because like I thought that was like a dead concept, because like it's so hard to, because Fortnite has kind of fried everyone's minds to where they think games need to be updated essentially like almost daily or some shit. Especially during like the initial prime of Fortnite, like because they basically forced their devs into like constant crunch mode, and they pumped out content so fast that no other studio could keep up with that, because it's just impossible.
Does that happen? Damn.
And even Fortnite itself doesn't keep up with, like, if you just look at Fortnite's updates, even they don't keep up to what they used to do. Like, they don't know, like, just pure content-wise.
Day and night.
Obviously, they have a lot of, like, IPs and shit in their game now, but, like, the game's completely different to what it used to be.
I mean, we saw... What do we call him? What do we call him in the Goonerbois? Shadow. We saw Shadow play Fortnite, and he was playing that rhythm game in Fortnite as Eminem, and I was like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, because they had like they have a completely new game modes, like the fucking Lego one.
Is it Guitar Hero? Lego?
They have a Lego. It's basically Minecraft but Lego.
What the fuck?
They have a racing game which is just it's Rocket League, I believe. And they also have the rhythm game you mentioned.
Jesus.
In which they usually use licensed songs in it as well. So I'm like,
oh. Well, I guess it's like a big fuck off to the streamers and stuff like that.
Well, I mean, if streamers tried to play that shit, they would get fucking...
Yeah.
They would get hit with a...
With the copy strike,
You know what I fucking hate? You know what I fucking despise? I hate it whenever trailers have DMCA music in it.
Because I got hit with a copyright on a trailer for a gacha game.
Wait, what?
I got hit with a not a DMC, but I got hit with a copyright strike. Not a strike, but like copyright. On a fucking gacha game trailer. Just like the other week.
I mean, yeah, that's the unfortunate thing because a lot of trailers for games can use copyrighted music, so it's like...
Yeah.
It's hard to watch them.
I was like, bro, what the fuck? Obviously, I didn't know until after the stream, but I was like, what the fuck is this?
But, I mean, in conclusion, piracy W, anyway.
Piracy is a big... I mean, in this economy...
No comment.
In this economy, I think piracy is a given. As long as you're not doing something that's like hacking into the game and ruining people's life, I say it's fine to pirate. I don't even know how to sort it out. I don't know why I fucking made that point.
Don't be silly.
Suck me, really.
Yeah, suck me, Millie.
Oh my god.
Also, Mila, why were you mewing earlier? I saw that.
What?
You were like doing the fucking mewing. You're like touching your fucking like jawline.
Oh, but I was just touching my beard because I took a shower.
Oh yeah.
You know.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What bit? We can quite literally see it.
It's not connected. That's bomb fluff.
Bomb fluff.
Where's the connection? Oh, bless you.
So, I mean, I took a shower because it's really warm. They need to fix this. Why is it too warm? They like, can it rain?
They need to fix the weather.
No. If it fucking rains with this fucking heat,
it'll cool down.
Increase. Fuck that.
Also,
that's not how it works.
Also, Milan, are you serious?
What?
You think if it just rained, it would instantly be cooler?
Okay, but I would like the rain more.
Yeah, you're gonna have warm rain then. Unless it rains for like 7 days straight, it's not gonna be like a refreshing rain.
Also, you said they fix it. Like, who's gonna?
Yeah, they need to fix it. The devs, bro. Fucking, can you fix the weather? What the fuck? I'm asking for a fix. A hot fix, bro.
Who were the devs of the earth? Like, who were the devs?
I'm just asking for the hot fix. You know, they update Rivals weekly, so they can do up that as well.
Yeah, because fucking...
like, it's hard.
Fair, I think the last time we had an update was in COVID. You know, the COVID update.
Yeah, and I was first of all a bit 100 years too late, and I also like I don't know, just felt a bit random. So yeah, can I get a hotfix? It's like, it's not even June yet. Like, it was like 2 months leeway, man, before like doing this.
Oh yeah, true. Wait, it's not even fucking summer yet, and it's still warm.
We're midway through April, and it's already getting this warm.
Midway? What do you mean midway?
Oh well, so we're basically the end of April. We're not. We're mid. I'm gonna say we're midway through spring, basically.
Like,
okay.
My god, like, because last year was my first year of like summer in the south. Like, compared to the north.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck me, man. Like, I'm fucking boiling.
Like,
I mean,
I'm looking at the weather right now. Like, it's gonna be like the mid-20s for the rest of the week, as far as I'm seeing.
What?
But by like Sunday, it should be cooler now. But
okay, thank you for fixing this. Thank you for fixing this.
Wait, tomorrow's gonna be 28 degrees. Are you fucking serious?
Bro, I'm going to work tomorrow. They have aircon.
I'm gonna go outside tomorrow. Fuck.
Thankfully, I'm not going out tomorrow. So.
Yeah, one of my coworkers, he complains that like the other coworker keeps turning on the AC. It's 28 degrees tomorrow, so there's no complaining.
Mm-hmm. If you want to be warmed up, go outside, mate. Touch some grass.
Oh my! But yeah, I was drenched because I biked as well. I mean, I made a mistake. I decided to put on a jacket while biking.
Huh?
That's on you. That's your fault.
Okay,
Alright,
that's
look,
on you,
man.
You just
Look,
contain
man.
the spot.
I didn't want them to see my family pack, okay?
Who cares? Who the
I wanted
fuck
to protect my
cares?
family pack, okay?
Oh man,
Yo-
Milan, I beg of you, please insert this image. I'm about to send it into.
Hashtag family pack.
Where is it?
Awareness, okay?
Awareness.
Oh, now all these fucking crypto scammers, they instead of hashtags, they use fucking $sign instead. $sign fucking, and then it's like, well, fucking whatever.
What is S
Dollar sign. Because okay, so this was I don't know if you remember this, Anis, but a certain thing happened in the past where Milan was riding to the bike to uni, right? I was there at uni, and I think it was someone else was there as well. And Milan took off his jacket, and I witnessed a very interesting sight.
Of you, like you saw
Look at the group chat.
like the sweat.
Oh, I remember this.
The rabbit invaded his fucking back as a fucking.
I don't think I can send that picture because it's in uni. They'll find out which uni you went to.
Background remover. Let me just see what happens.
You could literally just crop it and only show Milan's back. Like it's not.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Let me see what. Let me see if it.
It's gonna look so horrendous.
Down on the image.
It's just gonna put me in like some like war background.
Yeah.
Send.
But yeah, no,
It actually works. Let's go.
I was like wet when I came back today. Like, I was genuinely wet.
I was wet.
Yeah, you were wet as well because you decided to go to the gym.
Yeah, bro. I need to stay healthy, bro.
Hey, let's go.
I mean, I'm staying up about biking, so I guess we trained.
Like, my back was so sweaty because I had a bag on me because obviously I was carrying shit. Like, it was so sweaty when I got back. Like my entire back was wet. Yeah, you can just do that. Yeah, it's literally just a PNG now.
You'll see in the podcast. Or whatever.
I'm sending this to the Goonerbois as well. I'm just like, make this into a meme, please. Just somehow. I believe in now.
It's a bit delayed because this is like over a year ago.
Yeah. I mean, this was on the day when I literally walked an hour to uni. So why not? Like, it was just like we had the time. I had the time.
Why does it look like he's giving a thumbs up? I just realized.
I've walked back home before. Like, it's an hour walk.
Honestly, he gives the image is like it's like a rabbit giving a middle finger. That's what it looks like.
Oh, does to me it looks like a thumbs up. I can see the middle finger now. Yeah.
This is giving anyone the middle finger. But like, why is it like so like spread out? Like, I don't get it. Why does it look like that? Why does it like?
Oh no, it's because his bag.
Yeah, it's a bag. He put it in a bag.
Cause dude, like he has like these like weird straps like going from his shoulders, and it just goes down. It's just a big blob. Like I don't know what's going on there.
Also, from that angle, it looks like I have a bald spot.
You can barely even see. Oh wait, no, dude, I can see it. Never mind. I can see what you're talking about.
Okay, see
I don't have a bald spot. Okay.
That's what they all say.
You guys have seen my hair.
Nah. Fire.
But we are at the 1 hour mark, so we can talk about Topo.
I thought we were gonna do. What, are we doing a long video today or a short video?
I mean, we missed out on 2 weeks anyway, so we're like.
How about this, right? Let me pull out the random topic generator. Let's do one more topic and then we do talking.
Okay.
The first one is baseball.
No.
You know the actor for Leon in Gozyuger, he like threw like the ball in like a baseball game.
Fire.
Why is one of the fucking topics Napoleon?
Napoleon is a form in Kamen Rider Girls.
Your favorite show.
Hey, fair play.
That's your favorite show, isn't it?
I never told you what. You know the forms are based on like historical figures, right?
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay, why not then?
Because Ghost is low on the priority list. If anything, I will.
Okay. What's the stupidest thing that you guys got in trouble for at school/work?
I have one, but I can't say it.
I got detention because I didn't bring a book to a lesson, but we didn't even use a book in the lesson. We literally we were watching a movie. And she said, "Did you bring your book?" I was like, "No, you're getting detention." But we didn't need a book for the lesson.
Oh, I have two, if that's the case. Okay, so the first one, right, was like literally me self-defending. It's like the classic, like, what's it called? Like, your parents see you do self-defense, thumbs up. The police sees you doing self-defense, thumbs up. School, thumbs down. You can't self-defend yourself. It was literally like the autistic kid tried to fucking... he threw something at me, didn't try to punch my face. I defended myself. And then because I don't know what happened, I got in trouble. He didn't get in trouble. I got suspended. And then the other one, right, was in secondary. That fight was in college, right? But the other one is in secondary. So did you guys have like warning systems in your school?
Yes.
Yeah.
Was it normally like you get 2 warnings and a detention?
My place was prison, so it's a bit different.
Oh.
No, because we had like a planner, and like if they take your planner, then that's like basically a warning, and then you get called to. It's not called detention for us. It's called a correction.
Oh, wait, I forgot what. You just reminded me what it's called. I'm probably gonna dox myself if I say what it's called though. It doesn't matter. Okay, so so we had rule reminders first, right? That's like the first warning. The rule reminder is like you just get a warning, and then we have step 1, which is like how do I describe this? So you'd get merits and then negatives. Okay. There's like this like grading system that you had for like based on points, right? So at your report card, you'd see how many merits you get and how many negatives you get. It has no factor towards your grades. It's just like whether you're a good person or not, or like a good student or not, right?
A good person.
So exactly. So if you get like a step 1, that means you get a negative, right? And then if you get step 2, that's when you get detention, and the detention is called powers.
Okay.
And I can't tell you why it's like, I can't tell you why, but without saying why it's called that, because the name is there. So yeah. But essentially, you get powers if you get a detention, right? For some reason, this fucking dumbass of a fucking English teacher didn't understand the rules, right? She was just like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna do my own rules." If you get a warning, you get a 15-minute detention. That's it.
15 minutes, that's fucking grace, bro.
Yeah, I know, bro. I'm like, bro, you're wasting my fucking time. And then after that, right? If you get step 1, you don't get detention for some reason. It just cancels out.
What?
Exactly. It makes no sense. So if I literally made a mistake, I would purposely be pissy at her just so I can get the negative, and I don't have to spend 15 minutes after school. I'll be passive aggressive to the point that she gives me a warning, and then after that I'll calm down, and I don't want to get the 30 minutes after school. But the reason why I started this, right, is because I got detention for forgetting to underline the date and title. Exactly. I made a mistake. I forgot to do 2 lines. It made it sound like I'm doing drugs. I forgot to do 2 lines, and I got detention. I was like, "Nah, miss, you're taking a piss." I literally said that on her face, and she's like, "No, step 1." I was like, "You're lucky you're lucky we were in classes. Otherwise, I feel like I would have punched her that day."
Oh.
I was a reckless kid, let's just say that. But I had some restraint against teachers. But I feel like that day I would have punched her if it wasn't for the fact that I didn't want to miss out on watching anime.
Oh my god.
That's not the only reason why I didn't want to get detention.
Yeah, no, we had what they call them, because everybody knows them. They call detentions, but in my school they're called corrections. so you can correct your behavior.
Correction.
Sounds like a prison. Yes, because it is. Anyway, so
in my brother's school, they call it extracurricular activities.
what the fuck?
I know, right? And I was like, are you sure about that one?
Okay.
Extra.
Yeah, it makes no sense. And I was like, okay, cool. Sure. It makes it, to be fair, it makes it easier to explain to my mom why my brother has detention.
So many after school clubs, bro.
He's just doing after school stuff, you know? He's just like, because it literally just says extracurricular activities. I can just like get away with it. Yeah, because it was hard to get away with like detentions in my school. Because my mom didn't understand the whole concept. And she hates it whenever you get detention. And it's like you know when you want to avoid the 1 hour lecture. So I'll just lie. So yeah. But yeah, carry on with corrections. Sorry, Villa.
So yeah, they called corrections, so we had our student planners. They're literally diaries for students. So you had like Monday to Friday, and then like you had to write down your homework, and then tick it off. And then every week you had to bring it to your teacher to like sign it to.
Yeah.
Sign it. I'll be honest. To just sign it. Like what the fuck?
Did you have to have your parents sign it as well?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm just like, why did I'm not.
Why? Why do you? I don't get why. Signature. I don't get why that even.
At age 15, why does my mum need to sign this?
Exactly.
I'm just saying.
I don't get what the point of what was even the did they ever explain why they needed that?
Because they want us to I don't know about the signing part, but I mean the planner is basically they want to replicate us using diaries.
No. That's like what's it called? This management for like dates and stuff like that for your assignments.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
That's understandable. I don't get the whole signing the signature and stuff like that. That's like Oh wait, did you have English planners as well?
What do you mean?
So imagine a normal planner, but you have a planner purely for English dictionary words. Like every time you have a new word, every time you learn a new word, you have to write it down.
Oh
no, I don't.
Look, we had like this brown like a small book, and every week we had a word of the week. And we learn about it, and then we write it down.
Oh, yeah, we had that, but we had word of the day, and I was like...
Word of the day, bro, we had word of the week.
Yeah, exactly.
Where's word of the year, bro? That's where it's truly at. You learn one new word every year.
Discombobulated.
Yeah, so they will take your planner if it's a warning, and then... But sometimes they would just give you a correction anyway, and then... during the correction, it's not 15 minutes, it's half an hour already, okay? Second of all, when you finish your day, we all have to line up, or like some of the years will sit down.
Line up at the end of the day.
And then, if your locker's like at the bottom or something, step to the right, come out, and then go to your fucking locker and fuck off. If you have, and then they would call out your name. If your name is this, step out. You're going to correction. Nice.
Oh, you just reminded me something. Oh Lord. Yeah, Karen. Sorry.
So yeah, you would go to the room, and then you would get like this template. You're writing an apology letter to your teacher.
Huh?
In that half an hour, explaining why you got this correction. And how are you going to improve next time?
Oh, I had to do that on Saturdays, actually. We never had it in, like, after-school detentions. It was all on Saturday detentions when you had to do that.
And then, if you finish that... Now, obviously, if you got more than one detention, then you had an hour to write 2 letters. Anyway. So, yeah, you would...
What's the word limit, yeah?
What's the word? I don't know. But, yeah, so you do that template. You basically write word for word. With the only... change is literally like the reason why you got it, and yes, but to be honest, that was not even how they did it at the start. At the start, you would literally just have to keep writing the like the free they call drivers, the like the
Drivers?
the drivers are like three words that the school stands by, and then they also have the drivers and values. So these 6 words, right? 3 drivers, 3 values. You write down each word, and you give a definition for it, and like the definition for the school, right? And you write all 6 of them. When you finish, you do it again, and you keep doing it until you reach your 30-minute.
Bruh.
That's when I then changed it to the letters. Okay. Now I'll be honest. If in the future we get big and one of our teachers is watching this, if you actually read one of these letters, I just don't believe you. You probably just saw like they wrote something and be like, cool, and then just put it in the bin. If you actually read it, I feel sorry for you. Anyway, so you would do that, and I think the maximum amount of corrections that you can have is 3, because the moment you reach 3, you cross the red line. AK suspension.
Suspension?
Yeah, that's called the crossing the red line.
The grand line.
Yeah, the moment you get 3 corrections, you're gonna have a talk with the teacher. You're like, what are you doing? Now
that's step 3. I forgot about that.
Now, like the thing is, right? The corrections are based on 6 different reasonings. Okay, if I remember all of these, then it's just some fucking cult shit that I still remember to this day. It's one of them is homework. If you don't submit it on time, you get a correction. Which I'll be honest, I sometimes don't get it. Like, okay, if you don't finish it, okay, fine. If you generally just don't have it on you, but you finished it, like, come on, man. Like, I literally, like, I just don't have it on. It's in my locker. Like, you couldn't go to your locker. You would get a correction.
Yeah.
Makes no sense. So, I don't know. Also, Discord is telling me that my internet is crashing. Cool. Anyway,
All 7s and 10 minutes? No.
Attendance. If you came even like 10 minutes late, you get a correction.
Oh yeah, we had that as well. You get like, they used to do it in my school where you get half an hour detention if you were late.
You just reminded me of something.
And then, yeah.
Oh my fuck. So if we were late to our French lessons, we had to talk in French and explain why we were late. And I wanted to fucking... Every time we had French for the first period, I was always making sure I was there on time. I would wake up like an hour earlier than I normally would. I did not want to speak in French because I hated French. And I did not want to speak explaining why I was... The worst part is, if you did talk as to why you were late, you would still get told off. Like, you would still, like... They would still tell you off, like, that's not good enough. It's like, and they would tell you to say something else. I'm like... I don't even want to say, like, there was traffic. I mean, couldn't do anything about that. Like, I literally left.
I hate it whenever you get in trouble for literally your parents not waking up. Or, like, there being traffic or stuff like that. You know?
Like, they say, like, oh, just wake up earlier. Dude, I can't predict traffic. What are you talking about? I can't predict, like, I can't predict if there's going to be, like, more cars on the road than usual. I'm not fucking Doctor Strange. Like, what is this?
Oh, man.
Fucking... Oh, it's pissing me off. I don't know what you said. I forgot what you even said.
Because sometimes it makes no sense in a way. Because, like, look, if you come late to work, it's not always like the end all be all. I think it depends on the actual job itself. Like, if I come late to my job, it's kind of bad because like there's appointments.
You're a newbie, innit?
It's not even that. It's like there's 3 appointments, so like I'm not a good idea. If it's like an office job, bro, if you come 10 minutes late, who the fuck cares?
The boss.
Bro, the boss is wanking in his room. You're telling me he cares?
They do. What are you on about?
Wait, what are you talking about? I can't lie, bro. I blanked out. What are you on about?
You're saying that no one cares if you're late in the adult world when you work. But
no, I'm saying if you come late, like 10 minutes late to an office job, like, bro, who cares?
Your supervisor.
Bro, the supervisor's wanking.
Nah, there's always that nightmare supervisor.
I don't believe
like there's chill people, right? But
I
there's
don't
always, like,
believe it.
I do not believe it. No, there's chill people, right? But there's always like the one person who's like a fucking ass. He wants like he was like high on the power that he doesn't really have, but he thinks he has. You know, it definitely exists.
Look. The reason I'm saying this is,
yeah,
you will. When like the point of us is that we're not perfect, okay? And also there are things that we genuinely are not in control of, such as commute. If I get up earlier, then yeah, I will arrive early. But if I arrive at my normal time, and I know that I would arrive on time, but unfortunately something happened, such as a car crash in the middle of my journey, so that means that I have to arrive like an hour late because of this, because I'm stuck, that's not in my control. But I would get a correction anyway.
You know what's the dumbest reason I got an 1 hour detention for?
What?
So normally the only way to get a 1 hour detention is like if you skip your detention, it doubles, right? I didn't do that. What I did, right, was it was Ramadan, and I was hungry, and I was tired. So I went to school, not really thinking it was like a normal day. Then I realized as soon as I got to the gate, I was like, wait a minute, I'm wearing my fucking trainers. I'm not wearing the fucking school shoes. Because of course you have to wear fucking suit shoes to school. So I was like, oh fuck, okay, I'll go to the fucking teacher, say like explain the situation, and I'll go back home and get the thing, right? The teacher was not happy, and for some reason, I don't know what the fuck, maybe she was on a period or something like that, but she gave me a 1 hour detention for that. I was like, what the fuck? An hour detention because I forgot my fucking shoes, and they made me go back to home, get my fucking school shoes, get back to my fucking class, and then I got in trouble by the teacher who gave me another detention. I was like, what the fuck?
Brother was caught lacking with no drip.
Yeah, exactly, and I was like, fuck, man, in Ramadan as well.
He didn't have the drip.
Yeah. Like, I fucking hate my secondary. I remember once I woke up late. Oh
no.
Oh no. Oh no.
Wait.
Oh no.
So what's gonna happen here then?
Wait. Oh good lord.
For people who maybe don't know, Milan's the one that records the actual like call when we're here.
Wait. He's back.
Oh hello, you're back.
I just stopped the OBS recording. It's okay. Well, I didn't stop. I paused it. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, but
it was a bit weird.
Okay, well, I guess it's gonna be a bit awkward because like, you know what? We just have PNG models for us talking, innit?
Oh, okay. Like you stopped by you stopped when you said like yeah, something like that, and now just continue.
Yeah, I got detention from. Yeah, I got detention from thingy. What's it called? One because my shoes. I got another detention because the teacher was on a fucking period or something like that, and she just gave me a detention because why not? Then my teacher gave me another detention, so technically I had like an hour and a half detention.
Nice.
Lol.
Yeah. As soon as I fucking heard that, I was just like, yeah, I'm just sleeping for the fucking detention. I don't care.
Yeah, no, sometimes, like, if you had a correction, like, the teacher would literally come to you and be like, I'm not happy with your behavior today. Okay. Like, okay.
How are you awakening all my traumas, mate?
You're the one that brought this topic!
I know, but every time you say something, it's like, okay, so two more things, right? One, going back earlier, what you said about like it being a prison, right? I remember, one, you had to line up to exit the fucking building, right? The teacher would have to give you the approval to leave because they have a fucking guy at the exit that checks if you're on the detention list. Right?
Oh, lol.
I never had this for any school I ever went to. What the hell?
Yeah, exactly. they'll be like, what's your name? SJ. Oh, SJ, no, you're on the list, mate. You have to go now. And I was like, what the fuck? And I get X. And then there's like these two other teachers that like escorts you to the room as well. And I was like, what the fuck is this?
It's kind of funny, like, with school and everything. It's like, with your specific school is obviously like, there'd be like certain places and certain phrases that are like unique to you and everyone that went to that school.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, I just found that kind of interesting, just because you mentioned like I don't know why this brought up, it's like jogged my memory, but like you mentioning like the whole thing about like how you for some reason have to like go like you have to go to some guy like who checks if you're on the detention thing or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's so weird to me because I've never had that in any school I've gone to. So it made me think about the norms that I'm used to in my school. Well, I was used to in my school, obviously I don't fucking go to school anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just kind of funny. Just what you just said.
Mm-hmm. Also, there was a second layer of protection as well, in case you somehow sneak through. So, you know how in our university we have those like sensors where you like tap your ID card?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then it opens up the gate.
Uh-huh.
If you were a detention list, that just wouldn't open up.
Oh, lol.
Oh, you had to actually open up the gate yourself with like a card.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't have that.
I didn't even. Literally, you just walk out the gate. Like that's actually what I had.
You would just walk out of school.
It was one of those kind of, you know, the ones where like it's like a mixture of the one that we have in uni was the sliding doors, right? But instead of sliding doors, it's the one that you rotate. Do you get what I'm saying?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So we had that, and I'm just like, brother, they really fucking can't get off my fucking dick if I have a detention. That's why when I left my secondary school, right, and I went to college or like university, I was like, wait, they don't care about detentions here? The fuck? It was like a 180 that I was so like, okay. To me, the concept of bringing your phone to school is weird. I'm not gonna lie. Because if you had that, you get instantly cited detention.
Yeah, same.
I wouldn't say the concept of bringing the phone itself is an issue, but like, it was just weird that like you could essentially like until uni basically, if you took your phone out, you would get in trouble. Like,
in sixth form they were more
like,
lenient with it.
In sixth form it was a lot more lenient, yeah. Because if you were using it like for the periodic table or for physics, it was like all the equations, right?
If it was,
then it was fine.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it was like if you used it in if you were in like a free period, so you didn't have anything going on, then it's like fine because obviously you're not in a class. That's normal. That's fine.
Yeah,
if you're in actual class, you wouldn't use your phone. Which I think is fine. I think that's
yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
But like in secondary school, before sixth form, like they were really rough when it came to phones. Like you literally could not use it whatsoever outside of like if you were literally allowed to by the teacher. But I never remember an instance where you could, unless you were like really sick. Like that's like the only instance where I could truly think where you use your phone in school.
Oh wait, have you ever had those moments where your phone like rang in class?
Every time it's happened, I've always hidden it. Like, dude, literally one time when it happened, I had to I tucked in like myself, and like I closed in on myself to hide the vibration and the song that was playing.
You absorbed the vibration.
I was absorbing the literal sound waves from my phone to make sure no one could hear, and I got away with it. Every time it happened, I got away with it, and it was so funny.
Oh my fucking
Looking back at it, it was so funny, but in the moment, I was stressing.
Yeah.
Because
it's always like, oh lord.
If your phone got taken away, because like if your phone got rang in class, they would take it away from you, and you would have to come pick it up at the end of the day. But the dumbest thing was you couldn't come pick it up. Your parents had to come pick up your phone. So it's like, if your parents were just not nearby, or they weren't picking you up, and if like you would literally have to like, I think they would allow you to take it if it was like a really long, if they literally could not like come. But if they were there, they would have to come pick up the phone for you. And I was like, dude, why are you being a dick? Like, can you not? My phone rang in class. Like, I didn't fucking set off a bomb. Like, can you fuck off?
Maybe that's why they were like, oh no, he's too brown. We can't risk it.
It's just so retarded. Like, why are you being so restrictive on these phones? Which I don't even think that I honestly don't think schools care that much now, given how much people use phones. But like,
yeah,
I do
Probably
agree that you
given now.
shouldn't use your phones too much in school because it's like
Mhm.
you should still interact with people. I do agree that you shouldn't use them that much at all in school. But like treating them like if your phone goes off in class, like I don't think it's that deep. I really don't. Like I don't get why people get. I don't know why
Yeah.
teachers get such in. Like some teachers are cool. They'll be like just turn it off. But others are so strict. Like they take it away from you. Like come on. Like don't be so. You don't want to be such a dick about it. Oh man.
The reason why I brought up, right, is because my school, you're not allowed to bring phones. That didn't stop me though, because I don't know what the fuck I was on, and I think my mom even allowed it. It was like, oh no, take your phone to school. Otherwise, how am I supposed to call you, right? So I had those incidents as well when my phone rang. Not because it rang because someone called me. It was because like I accidentally set off an alarm. Or like I was playing a game in the middle of classes when I done all my work and I was like, oh fuck. That was a very big that was a loud opening sound. And I remember at one time everyone turned towards me when it fucking rang. And I had to explain that it was someone, I framed it on someone else. It was like, I'm sorry lad, I don't know who the fuck you are, but you're taking one for the team here. Oh, but I remember other time. Oh yeah, did you ever have like search-ins?
Sorry, what?
Did you ever like did you ever like random searches?
For what?
For anything illegal, I guess. That's not allowed by school. Any contraband.
No, I never had that.
Okay. Oh wait, before I continue, actually, did you guys have packed lunches?
No.
Wait, did I? I was a mix. It depended.
Okay.
I think.
So in my school, you were forced to have meals, the school meals. You couldn't bring any food. As such, if you had anything that was considered like outside food, you'd get confiscated. It would get confiscated, and you wouldn't even get it back.
What about
just eat it?
What about water?
Water is the exception.
Okay, but why?
I don't know. I genuinely don't know.
What if
The teachers were hungry.
But what if you're literally like a Muslim and you can't like eat like the meat?
No, there's vegetarian options.
But even then, like, why restrict them to were they free?
No, I wish.
The fuck kind of school did you go to?
I genuinely feel like I went to a prison. Okay, so the reason why I mentioned the search-ins, right, is because we would get pat down to see if we have either food or phones or any other electronics that was not allowed. Or anything that's basically illegal, you know, that kind of stuff.
At that point, I'd wish I have a kick out my ass or something, bro, just so I could fucking eat something. Were the meals even good?
No, I.
So you had to pay for them, and you couldn't even bring in your own food. That's so cringe.
I know, right? And then, because I had a phone, I had a Samsung Galaxy S3 Mini. The little shits. Right?
Yeah.
And I was like, I do not want my phone get taken. This is my only like the device I had to like watch anime, you know. Back then I was a big anime fucking fan as well, so I was like, no, I'm not letting my internet privilege be restricted by this. So I put it in my fucking shoe and walked around the school to avoid getting it stolen, because what they're gonna do, right? I have a limp in it.
you could not do that like with the current phones. They would break.
No,
so
it's too big and it's too fucking fragile.
Yeah, they would break so easily. So yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense. If it's like one of those tiny little shits, then yeah, it makes sense. Because those things
Plus, with the
are
plastic
made
one.
of fucking titanium, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Like if you threw it on a fucking table, I'd be more worried about the table. I'll be honest. I remember someone in my class, right? He had the same thought process that I did, right? But instead of putting it in his shoe, he put it in his underwear.
Okay, so pretty close. Okay, pretty close to going up his ass.
And I'm just like, boss man, it looks like you're having a stiffy down there.
Wait, did you put it in his?
Yeah. And the teacher was like, so what's this, eh?
Oh my god. Did he get
He
caught?
got caught
Okay,
instantly.
okay,
As soon as it stood up, right? As soon as it stood up, it was just like a flat piece there. And it was like, so what's this, sir? And he was just like, what can I say, sir? You're a handsome lad. And I was like, what the fuck am I looking at? What the fuck am I hearing?
Did he actually say that?
He literally just said, what can I say, sir? You're a handsome man.
And I was like,
I rate the commitment. I rate it. I rate the commitment.
And he was like, the teacher was like in a weird spot as well because like he can't really fucking like do anything. He can't really like force it out of his underwear, can he?
Yeah, it'd be
like,
fucking. Yeah, that looks very bad.
Yeah, exactly. So like the teacher was just like, I can see him like going through like the options. It's like the quick time event. He's just like, do I grab it? Do I ignore it? Do I call for backup?
That's so funny. Oh my God.
He ended up calling backup, right? And then like 2 other teachers fucking came around. And the guys did the same things again. He was just like, I'm sorry, you guys are all lovely people. And I was like, what? What? At this point, the tension that I had for like me like having my phone get stolen like just went away. And like to the point that I even forgot that I had a phone on my foot.
That is something that he'll remember for the rest of his life. He will never forget that.
We called him like Stiffy Charlie or something like that.
Stiffy Charlie. Sticky toffee. Fucking
Sticky toffee. Well, for fucking fairly odd parents.
Speaking of sweets. Given how this is, we did say this would be a longer fucking podcast than usual.
Yeah.
And given how we just mentioned sweets, we might as well talk about the special effects shows that we've watched.
Cool, but we're not gonna talk about Gavv.
I love how we're moving on, but we haven't finished Mahan's statement about detentions.
I swear we did.
It is what it is. Anyway,
no. Finish it. You're finishing that.
Finish it. Just do a speed on it.
I just find it funny how the way they treated us, they don't treat the other people anymore. They don't treat the younger students like this anymore.
Yeah.
It's because the teachers now have like they kind of grew up during our generation, like some of them at least, like the younger teachers.
Oh yeah.
So they're probably a bit more like acclimated to how we act, and
no, it's because a lot of the teachers left, and then it's funny because when Ofsted came, Ofsted, for anyone that's not in the UK, is a group that monitors schools. They came and they said that our school is one of the best. And then a few years later, after I left, and they stopped doing all of this stuff, they got graded down. I wonder why. So,
absolutely.
I definitely feel like it's necessary for schools to be strict. I feel like even if it's like some of the rules are BS, I feel like it's definitely just better long term if the students are less restricted.
I don't know. I don't really like the idea of forcing people to not bring in packed lunches and only eat the school meals. I don't really know how to
okay, in that aspect, yeah, but I get what you're saying.
Like certain aspect, I feel like it'd be strict with the students, even if it might be a little bit unwarranted. It just like it gives them the most realistic version of like what life is. We're like, we have like an arsehole fucking boss or something like that, you know. But it's just preparing them for the future, because I feel like if you be soft to a child, the child is going to become a little shit.
Yeah, because the amount of times, like, if I had the opportunity, once I would just, like, leave class and I would just walk around the building. I was more interested in the building than my lesson.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I would just walk about, like, the spiral staircase, and just, like, seeing, like, these other classes and what they're doing, and then, like, checking it in the reception office and be like, oh, yeah, guys, you want some help? And go back to my lesson. Maybe, like, take a piss as well, because you're not allowed to go to the toilet during a lesson. Anyway, it is what it is. We're not there anymore, so it doesn't matter. So, yeah.
Graduated. I'd have to go back.
Yeah. Alright, Toku time. Let's talk about Gaim.
Gaim, okay.
Gaim?
Gaim.
Bruh.
What did you think he said?
No, I heard Gaim and I was like, really?
Oh, okay.
I can't be involved.
Turn on the camera.
Oh.
We're having some real technical issues today. What the hell?
No, I just said on my camera by
spreads.
accident.
Oh, okay.
The scuff is spreading. The scuff is scuffing.
One of us doesn't even have a functioning PC. Well, their thing's on life support right now, and
Betsy. Oh, I forgot to say the Betsy 2.0 is going to be called Jessie.
Jesse.
Gaim.
Yeah. That's why every episode always opens with that fucking noise. Fucking monkey sound.
Are they sacrificing something to the fucking blood god or something?
Gorilla. And now, boys, who would win? 100 humans or a gorilla?
No, we're not doing this. I'm not
The
doing
gorilla.
Look, dude, 100 humans, 100 people jumping a gorilla. The gorilla's fucked, bro. I don't know.
No, I believe that. I believe.
Oh, fuck off, man.
What? Who do you think would win, man?
Bro.
What?
I don't get this argument.
What?
You just need one.
One what?
What?
One person.
What would they do?
Like the fuck?
No, I swear
it's
it's
like a
Beth.
fist fight.
I swear it's just hands.
Okay, Beth
you
is-
have nothing on your back.
Bro.
Your fucking
But
cock
I
is
do.
out.
But I
You
do
have
agree.
nothing.
It's still the humans just have too many numbers. 100 humans, dude. 100 people just pounding on the dude's skull. No,
Yo, pounding, yo, that's a bit wild, bro.
No,
Oh, shut up.
No. So,
Yo,
so
that's
what
wild.
happens is-
I didn't say that, bro.
The gorilla will climb up a tree. He would then use his ultimate. It's clobbering time.
Yeah, and then
He
you
gets
pick
like
you
a-
up
he
and
gets like a
fucking
tackle.
fling them out.
Yeah, and then I'll say your powers are mine, and then I'll fucking copy it, and then fucking kill him with it. Nah, that ain't working. I'm built.
And then I say, "Arise, my friends!"
No, I play him too. Fuck you. That doesn't work. He's my other mate. So fuck off. Anyway.
I'm damn dangerous.
Mid. Anyway.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he's getting buffed by the way. He's getting apparently like 2 shots of his charge thing now, like the little. You know the orb thing he does, that fucking red orb.
Wait, what?
They're doing like something with it. Like I don't know what it is exactly, but
Oh!
they're making it stronger.
Ooh,
Anyway,
2 shots
okay.
of that. That'd be lovely.
But back to Gaim.
Yeah.
Very good, very nice, very good. New form, very good. Flags, triumph arms or what's it called? again?
Hachidoki.
Hachidoki, very cool form, very cool. Definitely the best looking form in the show so far. I like the story they've been telling so far. I think it's overall very interesting. The whole thing with like Helheim or this alien invasion they got going on, I think it's really cool. I think one of my favorite scenes in this show was when DJ Saga was talking to Kota after Kota learned that he actually killed Yua because he ate the fruit and he transformed into one of the Invis. And I actually remember the name. What was really cool about that scene was he says like a really good line. He says like fighting to protect the weak is an oxymoron in itself, and I love his message in that speech where he's like, instead of conforming to these like rules, and the reason like Yggdrasil as people are weak is because they cower to these rules and they accept these the cold reality. He should instead use his power to destroy the current rules and make his own new and change the world. I thought that's just like such a cool way to motivate him. Not the stereotypical way of just like, oh, you need to fight in memory of your friend or whatever and shit. It's like, I actually like what they did here. And they still carry that message forward. Like, obviously, Yua died and he can't just stop now. He's going to change the world and make it so there is a world where people can be happy without the need of sacrifice. And I thought that was just a really good moment for Kota, and it's a really good scene. And the new form as well on top of that is just really fucking cool. Like especially with the gun, the dubstep gun. It's so
Yeah.
cool.
Wait, so Hannes,
Yes.
so you're telling me the rules are meant to be broken? Oh, perfect. I think everyone here has left the everyone has left the VEC at least once today.
I hate my life. Anyway, yes, they are.
Lovely to
To answer your question, I say yes. Anyway,
Hell yeah.
where's my baseball bat? Okay, anyway,
What's the trash
like, where's the trash can? Where's oh boy, I smell like shit. Anyway, yeah, just very good few episodes I watched. I watched like up to 24, and so because I actually torrented a couple of them on my own.
No, you didn't.
Not the ones you showed me, but the other ones I watched beforehand.
I don't condone torrenting, guys.
You literally,
you fucking hypocrite.
Anyway, very good. Michi's a bitch. I really think he is like the sole thing that's dragging this show down quite a bit. At least in my opinion, I think he's just like he creates so many problems, and he's cutting off so many important character exchanges that it just annoys the shit out of me. Like, especially with like Yua's death, like they were like blue balling me with that for ages, and I'm like, oh my god. And like, it's just because there's a whole thing about like keeping the truth from people to keep them happy and shit, and obviously like Kota like doesn't like that and whatnot, and he wants to oppose that whole idea in general. I don't know, just Kota amazing. Michi, fuck yourself. New form's cool, character. And overall, just in conclusion, okay. I
liked how I told Tommy every time we watched like the episode of like a new power up. So when we watched 16, I said, "Oh, we're gonna watch haha," because fucking Jimba owns. And then I told him that we're gonna watch the episode 23, which is Kachidoki Alm's debut, and I said we're gonna watch oh.
Oh my god, that shot of him like flying around the tower when he's like destroying, when he's like just a cool scene. Like him falling out of the sky and transforming. It was such a good.
Oh, it's so good, cool. Man.
Oh my god.
No, the best part is when he was fighting Sid, and then he just transformed into Jimbo Cherry, and he just fucks off.
Oh yeah, he's like, I ain't got time for you, co.
and then he fights Joseph.
Oh yeah, that's funny. Oh man, this show's looking very good. This show's looking very fun. I'm having fun with this show. Again,
I think Michi will be your favorite character.
Definitely. Anyway, for SJ's sake, I think we should move on to the shows we actually did watch. Like as a group.
Oh, don't worry, I'm just reading a manga in it.
Oh my god. Okay, let's talk about. Wait, you said we shouldn't talk about Gavv?
Go on then.
Is that what you said, Milan?
What?
We shouldn't talk about Gavv or something.
Because I want to talk about Gavv.
Okay, well now we talk about Gavv. Can we talk about Gavv now?
Yeah.
We have 2 weeks worth of episodes as well to talk about, right?
Yeah, because which is coming in because it was a 2-parter anyway.
What happened again?
Oh my god.
Nice.
This is the episode. This is the 2-parter where like Hanto and Raki were working together.
Oh yeah.
I think that reaction just sums up what, at least what I think Esha thinks of this.
I mean, no, listen, that's just me, my short-term memory in the first place. Okay, even with like good episodes, I'm like, oh, what happened? Oh yeah, that happened. Listen, overall, I liked the episodes. They were alright. I liked how they made Hanto into a more likable character, because before I just didn't care about him. I went from disliking the guy to not caring about the guy to now liking him a lot more now. You know, so I like that aspect. I liked how they kind of resolved the beef between Rakia and Hanto. I just didn't like the comedy aspect to some degree. Some parts of the comedy I was like, this feels a bit out of place.
Oh,
like when Rakia was like getting the points of like against Hanto in their arguments, and he was like metaphorically or physically like kicking them at Hanto, and it was like, ugh, my life points. I was like, what the fuck is happening?
I like that when you like seeing like how you blame you like fucking, well, like you smack Shoma in the face because you found out he's a Granu and shit and all that crap. Like he was basically like critiquing him for all the dumb shit he's done. I thought that was nice.
No. I liked that part. I just didn't like how it was a bit too anime for my liking.
I mean,
because for me, right, when it comes to these live action, I know it's based on like anime and stuff like that, right, or like anime kind of vibe because of the culture. But like, if it's too much like anime or like how characters react, it turns me off a bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Milan, he would not like Gaim. That's all I'm saying. He would not
He
like
would not
Gaim.
like Gaim.
He would hate Gaim. I can only. If you think about that with Gavv, you will not like Gaim because Gaim is like.
Listen. It's all about the mindset. It's all about the vibe.
Because Gaim is very.
If I go into a show that has that kind of fucking vibe, right, and I accepted it, then I don't mind it. But when when there's like a switch up, like compared to the previous episode, where it was a bit more serious, right? And it goes to that kind of shit. I'm just like, what the fuck is happening? Like even before that, I enjoyed the episodes. Like before when they were gonna go to like the hair salon and they meet the guy. You know, I enjoyed all the interaction before that. You know.
I think that was the. Was it the? Wait, okay. Was it the But the episode 3 episodes ago. The one where it's the first episode where all of them are together as a group, right? That was before this. That was before this 2-parter, right? That episode is very good.
I think majority of it wasn't even combat. It was just them talking.
That's a very good episode. Yeah, I honestly prefer that.
Yeah.
I'd rather have an episode where they're just talking. But just firstly, just for the Hanzo thing, like as you said, like you don't you only recently started liking him, I'd say.
Yeah.
Why is that? Because like to be honest, I liked
I just thought he was immature.
Immature. I mean, his boss literally died like within like the first couple of episodes.
Yeah, I know, but I thought he was just a whiny bitch. Because I get that you're on your revenge arc and stuff like that, but like I felt like every time it was like something bad happens, he would always fucking complain, or he would always like whine, and that's why I just got. That's just how I am with people in general. Whenever you complain about something, and you own complain, I just get like mentally checked out.
I mean,
so whenever he had his screen time, I just like I CBA'd.
I mean, Hunter's case is a bit extreme because the guy lost his mother. Like from a very early age, and then he witnessed the other person that was basically like a father figure to him in a sense. Also,
no, I get it. No, I understand like the reason why he acted like that, right? But in my head, I was like, okay, come on, move on now, come on, please.
Move.
I want to see some cool stuff now.
even
though I know that's very heartless of me to say.
I don't really know how you can expect a character to act normally and tell them to move on given what happened to him.
Well, yeah, that's true, yeah.
But like going past that, what me personally for these last 2 episodes, well, I actually do think they're a good showcase of Hanzo's growth as a character, because he's grown to be a lot more like understanding of people. Because like before, he was so blinded by rage, which was like I was fine with how he acted, because like he witnessed the person that he cared about a lot, like the most, besides his mother, obviously, just die, and then obviously he learns about like the stuff with Shoma, and he kept a pretty big secret from him, and then they made up, but then he learns another thing about how Shoma actually saw his mother like die because she got turned into like the liquid or whatever, because that's before they started compressing humans, and like Hanzo's been through a lot in this show so far, so I can definitely like, to me, I think his reactions mostly make sense. Him punching Shoma because like he's a granular, I think that was a bit much, because obviously like he knows Shoma's a good person.
I think that made me hate him a lot.
He knows Shoma. I don't mind it though too much, because like he did ultimately come around, like literally the episode after, like he was already like. Because he realizes, obviously, like Shoma himself is not a bad person. He's helped people. He's literally saved people. He himself is a victim of the Granules, because obviously what they've done to him and his mother. And I think just seeing Hanzo's growth in these episodes is very good. And I definitely can appreciate them trying to make them and Rakia work a lot more as like a duo, and make them like give them a bit more like screen time together and just to interact a lot more. I think I can appreciate that. My problem, again, I feel like, is because obviously at the end of the first half, they quote-unquote reveal that the monster of the week they were fighting, the familiar, or the part-time worker, whatever they call it, was seemingly was the person that killed Raku's brother. And obviously that's kind of been a big thing of his character. Like one of the main reasons he's even fighting with them is to get revenge against his stomach family and also find the person that killed his brother. And then they reveal that at the end of the episode. I'm like, okay, that's kind of interesting. And they actually have a really good scene, I would argue, in the second episode, the second half, where they're actually talking about the people they lost, like Hanto and Rakia. And I thought it was a very good scene. But then it's revealed, like at the end, towards the end of the episode, that it's not actually, it's just some random monster of the week, and I'm like, why? Like, just feels such a weird way. Because and then when I think about last week's episode, it feels like they almost wasted it then, because it's like, oh, that ending feels less impactful now because it's not. It was just a random guy. It wasn't even. It was just a guy that had a similar attack, or like a similar looking ability, and I'm like, it just feels a bit forced to me, and like I feel like you could have done this sort of scenario of having them work together, and much more differently, and I feel like it would have basically produced the same results. It just feels a bit of a waste to me, and it feels a bit like it feels cheap, is the best way I'd put it.
I agree with you. But I feel like the end of the first episode, right? The first half. I feel like when Rakia was like, "Oh, it was him who would kill my brother," I was just like, "Really? You see a slash and you're like, has to be him." I thought that was a very weak comparison, if that makes sense, or like a weak. Oh shit! I might have found leads now.
I mean, he didn't really have anything to go off of to begin with, so the fact he got something, I think it was just like,
yeah, I guess
was
so.
Enough.
But I personally feel like this is just reaching it, aren't you? It's like, are you going to see everyone that's like, there's like a slash attack, and you're like, oh, you killed my brother, didn't you? Is that right?
What do you think, Milan? Of this two-parter?
Yes, you're playing with your beard again. So Eden.
So this two-part is written by one of the main writers for Gozyuger, and I think it goes to show because I feel like this writer is pretty good at like displaying like characters and they're pretty like good at character work and just like interactions, which is one thing that I did enjoy in Gozyuger. I think the problem was just like the basis of some of these characters were not strong enough. So I feel like having the writer have the opportunity to work with more like more fleshed out characters, just it wasn't their favorite because it just worked for me, and inadvertently is actually one of my favorite episodes of the show. I like how this two-parter works. I feel like again this show does a really good job at foreshadowing things that will happen in the future. So especially in part 2, when we have Nielva just doing stuff in the background by speaking to Dende, by doing stuff with the president of the Grand News, all that stuff, I just thought it was good because it felt subtle, but it didn't feel forced. It felt like it felt like it was some stuff that we found out in the episode, and it made us wonder what will happen next. As for the characters, I really enjoyed the character work between Hanto and Rakia. I think the times when they're just like joking, and especially when they get in these like kind of anime-esque scenarios, it seems a bit silly, but I don't know. To me, it worked because you're putting them in these like unusual scenarios, and I thought it was funny. I think one scenario was when they were glued together, and Sajika tried to like think of ways to cut them off. So by
the dynamite,
the dynamite. Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, that one. What the fuck did you get dynamite from me?
Yeah, I thought that was funny. And as for the monster of the week stuff, I feel like it didn't bother me that much. I think it's because, from what we know in the show, this is the first time they actually had time to properly talk, because ever since Rakia came into the picture, Hunter and Rakia never talked really, because Rakia was seen as an even person, then Shomu changed his mind, then they worked together, then Hunter had this whole scene, this whole thing of being unwell because of sugar, then him getting around, and now we're here. So now we're actually having this moment of where they can talk and find out why they're doing the things that they're doing, such as Drakia's whole thing of finding the one who killed his brother. And does it feel forced? I personally don't think so. I feel like it kind of to me it kind of made sense. Like you see him overreacting because he has been looking, he like even after all of this, and for him to react such a passionate way, I think it works because you have then Hanto just wonder like why is he reacting so strongly about this one thing. Like usually he's just like very calm and like doesn't give a shit, and then that leads to like them having this conversation. Could they have done this differently? I definitely do think so, but I think in this scenario it doesn't really matter, and I don't think the fact that the monster of the week was not the killer doesn't really change the outcome of the episode, because I think the main outcome of the episode was just the fact that we had this opportunity for these characters to properly interact and in turn actually work together. And I think it paid off, especially by the end of the episode where Raki was just, the guy was on fire against Hanto. He was not. He was just clapping back non-stop. I thought it was hilarious. So yeah, I think this is one of my favorite episodes. I mean, it doesn't top like my favorite parts of the show, but it is definitely a two-parter that I will remember because I like the gags that were done between the characters. Again, I liked how the show just like teases stuff in the background, and overall, like as a package, I thought it was a solid two-parter. So I really enjoyed it actually.
When I said forced, I don't mean like Uraki's reaction. That makes sense because again, as I said, that's the whole reason. Part of the reason he's even doing this is to get revenge for his brother. That's not what's forced. What's forced to me is they tried to do the thing at the end of the last episode where it was like, oh, it's his brother's killer, but then it's not. And they did this. They used this as a way for these two characters to interact more and whatnot, and reveal more about their past, which I wouldn't have minded if not for the fact this was just a random monster. It just feels like you kind of, if this was actually him, I feel like this would have hit a bit harder, and it wouldn't feel as cheap to me. The fact that it was just a random monster, it wasn't anything, and he wasn't even like any important character in particular, other than he just had this ability to stick people together. To me, it just felt like a bit of a waste. Where if this was at least someone of importance, I think this could have hit a bit harder for me. That's what I mean when I say it felt like forced. Like I feel like they could have got this scenario with them in different ways, other than trying to do the bait and switch of it being like the actual killer.
I think maybe if they have him not die and then come back later as like a big antagonist, sure. But I don't know, like I guess one point that you can make is it would like give Lucky no other reason to fight.
I mean, he still wants vengeance against the Stomach family themselves because they also had a hand in this. Like they created
a big hand in it.
They created the very thing that caused his brother to like act the way he did. Like
sure.
Obviously you could blame like some of it on his brother for even taking that stuff to begin with, but the fact that like they created that stuff that's so addictive, clearly, like we've seen how many times like this, we've seen several times throughout the show how addictive these dark infections are. So obviously they've had a pretty big hand also in his brother's demise. So he still will probably want vengeance against them. Vengeance.
Yeah. I mean, it's something that we'll probably not agree on because to me it didn't feel like such a waste. Just because ultimately what I mainly cared about was just them two. Not really the payoff, because I feel like this is too early.
I don't
know. And knowing what like, I think it doesn't help when I know some things that will happen in the future for the show. Like, so
the fucking leaks,
yeah,
the leaker.
I don't know why you do that.
You don't condone piracy, but you fucking look into leaks, yeah.
I feel that those are different things, but like, I don't know why you do that. Like, it kind of doesn't that spoil the fun for you? Like, because like you
bro, the toys literally come out before some of the forms come out. Like,
can't you just ignore the post about it or whatever?
Not really.
Why?
Because if you watch like the episodes live, there's a very specific reason why I don't show these episodes live to you. Because, unlike, I'm very sure, in the next couple of weeks, when they start like superhero time, they do like this superhero time. They have like Rider and then Sentai and then like fucking they start the show. Okay.
Doesn't normally start.
Okay. Those are. Go on.
There are when Blizzard Sorbet debuted.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if it was like the week before or something. Like, literally at the start of the superhero time slot, you saw Blizzard Sorbet out on display.
Okay.
For the episode of the debut.
Okay. That's on the debut of the episode. I'm talking about leaks. Like, you get like stuff like months in advance. Like, you and Tammy have literally talked about seeing like drawings of like super forms and final forms that you guys have already seen. Like doesn't that kind of spoil the fun a bit?
No, because so me and Tammy know what Shoma's final form looks like. I'm just telling you now.
Bro,
we know what his final form looks like.
Like, I don't understand how that doesn't spoil shit for you. Like, that's just like, you know what it looks like now.
I'll tell you why. Because the leakers are different each year. I think this year they're more consistent. I think it's because, again, Gavv has been recorded 6 months ahead. So the so-called leakers, they actually draw out the form of what it looks like. So you're like, okay, that was kind of weird. Like, the hell? Why does it look like this? Like when Blizzard Sorbet was first shown in a drawing, it was like, okay, like I didn't think. It's same with like Frappe Custom. I thought Frappe Custom looked like kind of mid in very average in a drawing format. It was not until I actually saw it in suit where I was like, oh yeah, this looks really good. And again, like these toys, just like they come out like way out of schedule. I think it really doesn't spoil it for me because what matters to me is the actual the actual debut itself in the show. Because when we for example watched the debut of Caking, I knew about Caking like maybe like 2 to 3 weeks before, but watching that episode live, that was still like very fresh to me. Like I even though I knew what it looked like, it was just like that experience of that form debuting and the reasoning behind it. Same thing with the Sorbet. Like, yeah, it's not like my favorite debut, but like even like just like that whole thing that happened in the episode that was really great, and then like and then on top of that, the actual form debuting, and then finding out what it does. Because I don't know like what the final form does. I just know what it looks like. So I think that's just how my brain works. Like, yeah, I know what the form looks like, but I don't know what it does. Like, I haven't seen the context of it in the show. Like I don't know anything about it. I just literally just know what it looks like. It's like, for example, like if like let's say like you saw like Ultra Instinct Goku, okay, like but you just saw like just that, like he has gray hair and like gray eyes. Would that spoil the fact that Ultra Instinct would happen, like without any like knowledge of it and how it came about or anything? You just literally this is what it looks like.
So if I saw what it looked like, would it spoil the fact that what?
Would it spoil the enjoyment of like the form debuting?
A little bit, like, because like part of is like just. I think the experience of seeing something for the first time, just completely blind, I think is just vastly more enjoyable than me. If I knew what it even looked like, I feel like it would spoil it. It would spoil the fun a little bit because it's like because the form looks really cool, and like the fact I didn't get to like get my initial reaction with the episode itself, it was from some other source. It can spoil the fun a little bit. Like when what was it? Like when Superhero came out, like the movie, like the Dragon Ball Superhero. Like obviously, I tried to go into the movie as blind as I possibly could, but because they released the fucking movie like internationally, like 2 months after it came out in Japan, I basically couldn't avoid spoilers because like people were just posting it everywhere and I kept seeing it. So like part of my enjoyment for that movie was tampered with because I just saw like bits from that movie, and I feel I would have definitely in the theater. I still enjoyed it a lot when I watched it in theater, but like I would have enjoyed it much more if I didn't have those spoilers, like of like Beast Gohan, Orange Piccolo, Cell Max, and all that crap. I knew all of those things, and it kind of ruined it a bit for me because like I didn't get to witness that myself initially. It's like I just it got thrown at my face in social media, and it kind of annoyed me a little bit. So the same thing can be said for like UI Goku, whatever. Like the reveal of that was insane when it happened live, because like it was crashing porn websites, bro. Like that's how big it was.
Huh?
But like, no, legit, people were uploading the episodes to Pornhub and it crashed Pornhub because of just how insane the hype for that like whole arc was. But like,
something happened with One Piece as well when Gear 5 came out.
Gavv definitely crashed websites, but it wasn't crashing like porn websites. That's a different breed of crazy. Like, but like anyway, so like for me at least, the way I see it, like just part of the fun with these forms is just seeing them for the first time. Like you literally remember my reaction to what's it called again? The guy one.
Kachidoki.
Hachidoki. Like you remember my initial, I was like losing my shit because that form looks so fucking cool. Like. That form is fire, and just that me getting that enjoyment from seeing it for the first time without knowing about it, like it's just fun. It's just so cool. If I had known about it like a bit before, like it would have like I wouldn't have been as excited because it's like I know what it looks like, and like I'm just waiting for it to appear. So it can kill the anticipation of it because it's like okay, it's like I already know it's coming. I'm just waiting for it to show. So when I see stuff like that, it's just kind of like I really try to avoid spoilers as much as I can, just because it's like that's why we don't even watch like the week. That's why we literally don't even watch the previews anymore.
Oh like, yeah, I stopped that for you guys.
That's why we literally don't watch the previews anymore, because the previews can like at times the previews literally showed like full blown new forms in them.
Final forms.
Like they showed the caking form. Like a whole week before the debut.
Yeah, if you guys didn't show the caking debut, I wonder how you guys would have perceived that.
I still really like caking, honestly, but I do think it spoiled it a little bit because of the fact we just saw it.
I feel like we would have had like oh shit, look at that. But I'm not gonna lie, right? I've just realized I don't think I've ever heard either Milan or Tammy get excited in the VC when it comes to transformation.
That's not true. I literally remember them getting really excited for caking. Even though they already knew about it, I did remember them getting really excited for it.
I was excited for Proper Custom when I watched it.
That's just a Milan thing where like Milan isn't as like loud, shall we say, when he's like really enjoying something, like compared to like me. Like I'm really
fucking I was loud when Frappe Custom came out.
No, I'm saying in general.
Okay.
Like I feel like like I'm very loud when I'm like very happy and very excited for shit. Like I am very. You'll know.
I just don't remember.
You'll know if
I just don't remember him celebrating.
I do remember. I do remember his.
I do agree with what you're saying though. I think the only reason I don't mind now, so I think it's mainly because of you guys, because like I kind of enjoy the reaction of you guys seeing the new form. That's why I that's why I watch like the debuts of like forms with you with in-game or like important episodes, because I just want to see like your reaction to that. Seeing your guys' reaction to like again caking, Blizzard Sorbet, Frappe Custom, even when Ram came out, or all this stuff, like it was nice. It was interesting to see guys that be like, I remember like Hong Kong and like SJ, they would be like, what the fuck? And Anis would be like, oh shit, it's sick. So yeah, stuff like that. I think that's like my little trade for seeing these kind of things early. I'm not trying to make this as an excuse. I kind of just like, yeah, like I see it. But like, I also get to see it show up in the show, and I'll get a whole experience for it, and then I also get the experience of watching it with you guys and seeing your reaction to it, and then being able to talk about it with like you guys that are like, I mean, I wouldn't call Honest like relatively new to Toku anymore. I wouldn't call any of you guys relatively new to Toku anymore, but like, I guess less knowledgeable about Toku, and then Tommy, who like we've been watching this for like 10 years, and just like to think like our thoughts on it. So yeah, I guess that's my reasoning nowadays for not minding how things look like. And also I'll tell you one like it's not an excuse. I'll just give you one reasoning. So when Geet was adding, I knew about command form like a good month before, maybe like a good month and a half, and I had to because in a way I wouldn't be able to get something otherwise. So they did a campaign. In Japan, they do campaigns sometimes for limited items for like Rider or even Sentai. Now, usually these limited items don't mean much. Usually they're just like one-offs, like they do appear in the show, but they're not like that important. Then they did Geets and they fucked up because they decided to bring the Tycoon ID core as a special campaign, meaning that if you didn't get it, you'd be fucked. They did the same thing in X-Aid, where during a campaign, you would get the Proto Mighty X shot, aka Gemska shot. Yeah. Stupid. Okay? So, I honestly just needed to know, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to buy the stuff in time, and then I would never see Tycoon ID code until like a long time later. Because they did release it, like maybe like a year after Geets finished or something. Because they released like a separate bundle for it with the core, but still, like as a fan of the show at the time, I did want the merchandise because one, I had the money, and two, I just liked the show and I wanted to support it because like I like the toys themselves and I like the show and I like Kawa, so I was like I wanted the ID core, so I bought it. I got it in time. I got it the same. So that's
I think like firstly like just quickly on the whole like merchandise thing, I was like it's just really funny like the fact that Blizzard Sorbet's like actual like form got leaked because of some fucking pajamas, at least from what I think that's what it was. And then two, like I remembered like what you told me about like the fact that builds like merchandise is so fucking AIDS to get, because like one of the full bottles you get from like purchasing some pajamas, one of them you get from like the CD, one you get them for random arbitrary things, and it's just really funny. It just reminded me of that.
Yeah, you can buy them separately now, but like at the time you have to do that.
But like I think going back to the whole thing about like watching like is just like what is like looking at leaks and shit like kind of spoiling the fun. I think it's a bit more wholesome what you said, honestly, about like how you kind of also get excited watching us react to it, and I think that's cool. Like, I actually I can understand that, and that's actually like that's kind of wholesome actually, and I have nothing to say against that. It's just like for me personally, when it comes to just pure leaks, as a person, it spoils the fun a little bit. But if that's the way you view it, then obviously that's very different, because obviously like I'm not showing you guys Toku or anything like that. I'm not like I'm not the one that's like like experienced in this field like you are, and like because you're basically showcasing Toku to us a bit like as a whole. That's essentially what you're doing. Like, and there's nothing bad with that, of course. I'm not saying that. It's just that you're showing us a part of, in a sense, a part of your life that okay, correction. It's something you've watched for a good chunk of your life, and you're basically showing us to it, and you're getting excited for it, and I can appreciate that. So if that's the way you view it, then that's understandable. I can get that.
It's like when I watched Dragon Ball, like I properly read it, and then I got to see like some of your facts about it that I didn't know, some of the comparisons that I wouldn't know about. I thought it was interesting. Like it was some insight that I didn't know about. I got to understand you more, like as like even as a person, because you like the show a lot. Like it is something that does just inspire you as a person and the way you are, because it is a big factor of your life. Like Dragon Ball has made you who you are, and I feel the same way with like Toku. So like it is interesting to learn from you as a result. And I hope that this guy down there, I'll have something to relate to as well. So
it's because like I think this is the really like cool part about watching shows. That like, because when someone recommends you a show, especially if it's like their big show, their show, it's something they can say is like theirs and like they truly like the most, and it's like it's cool to just watch these things and just see how much your mate enjoys them. I think it's just cool to see that. Asha, do you have something like that? Like a show, movie, fucking something that you're like, that's yours, that you would like one day want to show us?
You're telling us the wrong person.
I'll take that as a no.
Or surely there's something like from your childhood, man.
Like big, it's gotta be something like my Dragon Ball and like it's gotta be something similar to like my love for Dragon Ball and Milan's love for Toku.
The only show I can think of right now is a show I used to watch when I was a kid called Spider Riders. That's not the only one I can think of.
Spider Riders, but like okay,
but it has to be something. It has to be something that like
has stuck with
you grew up with, but like you like. It doesn't have to be ongoing, but like it literally like. You present yourself this way because of this, like...
You're telling us the guy who doesn't have a childhood, lad. I'm sorry.
But, like, I don't even mean, like... It doesn't even have to be, like, something that's, like, you try to, like, emulate in your day-to-day life. I mean something that left, like, a lasting impression on you for multiple... Like, for a good chunk of your life. Like, is there anything like that for you?
I don't think so, I'll be honest.
Because you told us, like... You wouldn't want to get like a detention because you would want to watch anime. So surely, like, there had to be like even anime or like a game that like stuck out to you. Like, oh, I have to go back home so I can watch this.
No, it's just that I wanted to watch like the latest episode of like One Piece or something like that.
No, nothing. Okay. So like, if there's nothing, then that's fine. But like, is it seriously like nothing that like you could truly say that's like your own?
I generally don't.
No show, no movie, no game, nothing.
No, I'm sorry.
It's alright.
I mean, it's fine. Yeah, I'm not saying like you don't have to have one, but I was just like, I just generally was interested if you did have one.
I'll be honest. This is like a topic where I'm generally jealous of you guys that you guys have medias that you're like so engrossed with. The closest one I had is Wuthering Waves, but even that's like starting to die down. I'll be honest.
I feel like
for me, it's always like it comes and goes.
I feel like with you, you don't like. I'm not trying to say it as an insult. I'm just saying this as from what I can tell of you
go ahead,
as a person. You don't seem to really like your interests fluctuate a lot. You don't like. Yeah. You don't have like. This could be a good or a bad thing, the way you depending on how you look at it. It's like you kind of always want to try something different. But because you do that, you never really let something like simmer with you for like too long, which can be a good or a bad thing depending on how you look at it. Because it could be like you're always willing to try something new, but you never really let something simmer for long enough, which could be like a good or a bad thing. You could view it either way.
That's just
what. That's just how I view you.
I always try things.
I feel like with you, with like, because like you, with the Wooler right now. Like you just said, like it's not the magic of it is starting to wear off a bit for you, at least from what you're telling me. Or telling us. The like
it's been dying since like bronze.
Your D&D thing, it kind of like gone back and forth with it from what I've been seeing at least. With like which shows like you don't really watch like. Shows and
shows I don't really watch. I'm getting back into reading manga before streaming. I like go burn out manga.
So yeah, like because the way I got a lot of enjoyment out of Milan watching the media I most enjoy. Like even if I wouldn't say Dragon Ball is like my all-time favorite show, well technically it is, But if someone told me to give them a top 10 like animes that I've seen,
Mhm.
I would not put Dragon Ball because Dragon Ball is pure bias to me. Like, I will admit that like there obviously are shows I think that are like better written because Dragon Ball obviously has its flaws. But for me, I love Dragon Ball too much. So like it's if I was to go pure bias, I would always say Dragon Ball at the top just because I love it too much. Like,
yeah, but that is the point of it. Your top 10 though.
I feel like there's a difference between your favorite show and the best show.
Like if I was to recommend someone a show that I think they would like, I would give them like a list. I would like a normal list, like a list of like I think shows are genuinely well written and someone that's like maybe not too experienced with anime, or maybe someone who's just looking for like a really good show they could watch. Because like Dragon Ball, I feel like is a show you should watch later into like your anime watching experience or whatever the fuck. Because it's like it's quite long and it's a very old show. Or just read it, whatever. Read it, whatever you like, whatever you prefer. But like, it is a very old form of media because it's from the 80s, and obviously it pioneered shonen alongside like JoJo. Like, it's kind of an acquired taste, but it's like a lot of people have like grown up with it, and a lot of them are also on social media, like all the fans of the show, because it's like. Because obviously, like, in certain countries, it's very cheap to, like, fucking run the show or whatever, like, on TV. So a lot of people just had access to it like, in different countries. But, like... Oh, I'm just saying, like... If someone asked me a pure bias list, I would put Dragon Ball at number 1, just because I love Dragon Ball so fucking much. If I was to give him just, like, a general list, a general anime list, I wouldn't put Dragon Ball there, but I would always preface that Dragon Ball is, like, just, like, it has a special place for me, and it's the only show that has a special place for me like that. So I was just wondering if you have something like that, because Milan obviously has Toku, because like he literally stated he gets enjoyment out of us watching it, which is I like that. That's cool. Like, because obviously like we as a group watch this show now. We watch these shows, and we like it's just cool because we all have something now that we can like watch together, and it's fun. So I was just wondering if you had something that you would be at one day willing to show us that we could perhaps like look at. Because we've never really done that with you.
Yeah, I think the closest one is just Whirring Waves. Because I'll be honest, whenever I show my interest to people, they tend to just not like it. That's why I don't really have any attachments to stuff like that.
I mean, that's how I felt about Toku.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. But my interests are like very spread. Like, it went from, like, I mean, the viewers don't know this, but I used to be a fucking editor for, like, hentai stuff. Right? And I can't really show that to my mates, can I?
That's no way you just said that in a podcast.
Do you really want to keep that in?
Huh?
Are you sure you want to keep that in?
This is, like, in the past. Yeah, I don't really care.
I don't think that's a bad thing.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but it's like, I don't think it's a bad thing, but I feel it's a bit more personal, that's why, so I don't know if you want to say that.
My community knows I'm a fucking deviant.
Alright, cool. Alright, we'll leave it in. Milan, you heard
Law drop.
Leave it in.
Yeah.
But like...
I feel like whenever I interact with people that has similar interests with me, they've already experienced it, so I'm just like, okay, cool, nice.
Well, no, that's not even...
Like, for example...
Go on.
Yeah? No, like, for example, like, anime... Me and Wes have really watched like a lot of anime, so whenever we're like, "Oh, you watched this," we just have a conversation, right? When it comes to novels, me and Chris have really watched a lot. We read a lot, so I'm just like, "Oh, you read that as well?" Then we have a discussion about it. It's not like I am in love or like obsessed with media. I feel like I just consume a lot that I just don't have a special attachment towards a specific media.
I'm not even saying people have to order, because like I literally had watched fuck all Toku before I met Milan. Like, the only thing I saw was Power Ranger Samurai. That's the only form of Toku I ever saw.
Detail.
Like, legit, I never saw...
My name is Kevin.
I've never... Who's a pedophile? I've never seen... Allegedly. I'm just saying allegedly, so you can't say anything.
Okay.
Anyway,
No,
but anyway, like...
Allegedly.
We've literally... I don't think anyone in our group has even watched anything Toku besides Tammy. I can actually say his name now. Fucking hell.
Like beforehand, yeah.
Like, so like we've basically been exposed to like a new form of media. For with Dragon Ball, with Milan's case, he obviously knows of Dragon Ball. Like, it's not like he's never heard of it, but like he actually like went through it for the first time, so that's different. Like, it's a bit of media he hasn't actually gone through himself before. I'm talking, is there literally nothing? It doesn't have to be, but is there nothing of yours that you've watched, played, seen, whatever the fuck it is there like nothing that's like something that we haven't seen as a group?
Yeah, because like not even as a group, because like you said, like, I watched a lot of things, but remember, I haven't watched a lot of things. I don't think some of the stuff that you've seen, Anis has seen. So I think that's actually, it makes the selection a bit easier for you.
Yeah.
I just can't think of them. I'll be honest. I'll be honest. Like, okay, you know when you said earlier, like, what's your favorite anime and stuff like that?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even have a favorite anime. I don't even have a favorite manga.
See, I think he needs to make an anime chart and just list all the anime.
I literally think you honestly do need to go through all the shows you've watched and rank them and see which one you genuinely, because like there has to be one that truly stuck out to you. There has to be. There's no way there's not.
I genuinely think you need an anime chart, bro.
To be honest, maybe we'll make a podcast video where I just like go rank up all the anime.
All right, next episode we're doing a Wuwa, my thoughts on the characters' looks tier list, and then SJ trying to remember most of the shows that he watched.
We're gonna do 2 different tier lists or whatever. We're gonna do 2 different rankings.
Maybe a bit later. Because I wanna live stream it, you know, and I wanna like go through it. But my PC right now can't.
Oh, you wanna live stream it instead?
Yeah, I feel a little bit better if I screen share it, you know.
Well, no, I can just like screen share like Anicha and then I just type the show.
Okay, so next week we're gonna do 2 rankings. We're gonna do one for Milan where he ranks the Warwick characters, just purely aesthetics, and then the other one's gonna be SJ where he goes through every anime he's seen and ranks them. Because there has to be one that you like truly like it, that like at least like stuck with you to some extent. There has to be.
I mean, I think every anime that I watched, something always sticks with me,
and that's good.
I don't think it's a particular one that has like a lost impact. I feel like all of them have in some ways. I mean, I remember one anime I watched. Right, it's like a fucking harem anime. Right, the main character. I've said this before. The main character had like a objective to not seem gay. That's it. Right.
Oh lol.
And the reason why is because like his parents had like a divorce, right? And he was like, fuck romance, fuck having a relationship, stuff like that, right? But he doesn't want to seem gay to his to his classmates, right? And he's because of his like goal, he wants to be a doctor. He studies, and I was like, oh, cool, I'm gonna start studying now.
It's kind of,
but like the show itself is shit. The show itself is just trash.
It's kind of funny.
It's a harem fucking show.
It's kind of funny. You mentioned like harem, and like. I got reminded of a show I was watching. I took a little break from it because I already watched like 4 seasons of it.
Yeah.
It's called Danmachi. I don't know if you know what that is.
Danmachi, eh?
Wait.
Is it wrong to pick up girls?
Wait, Milan, you've seen it?
I haven't seen season 5.
Oh shit, okay. Because like, I thought you all would laugh at me if I told you what show I was watching. Because like,
Bossman.
Danmachi's not even that much of a harem show.
Bossman, I've edited fucking fanfics of that.
I mean, Danmachi. I mean, like, firstly, the English translation of the name is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon? Secondly,
yep,
like
the fucking best title
like,
ever.
My boy Bell has like 5 to 6 different women he could pick.
Yeah, but the guy's blind, man. He's a protagonist, bro.
But like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The fucking Eyes is such a mid girl. I don't care. She's a mid as shit girl, bro. I don't give
Look, I like my shy characters, the quiet characters. Even I don't like Eyes. Eyes is meh compared to the other
fucking Hestia's a better girl. Lily's a better girl. I haven't seen season 5 because apparently season 5 focuses a lot more on Sid? Oh, I forgot her name. What's her name? The grey haired girl that's a fucking
the Tavern Girls.
That works.
The Tavern Girls are a lot better as well.
I think fucking
my favorite girl is the Ninja Girl.
Oh, her. Yeah. That's the elf, right?
No.
Ninja.
The black hair one, right?
Ninja. Yeah. No, that's.
She's not.
Wait, who are we talking?
The one that moved from the other family.
Oh, her.
Yeah, she's like the Japanese family or Japanese inspired family.
Yeah. I know you're talking about. But like, yeah, the show's really good. But I just got reminded of that because you just mentioned harem. But like
Haram.
But anyway, yeah, going back to what we were talking about, like.
Yeah, Gozyuger.
Oh yeah, we didn't even talk about Gozyuger. I completely. No, but we were having such a deep talk. I didn't really feel like we needed to move on from.
Listen.
So is that the podcast gonna be nearly 3 hours, man? Fuck.
Wait, how long? Oh my god, we talked for 2.5 hours.
Oh my fucking god.
Okay. Let's wrap up quickly.
Wrap it up. I don't really have a media that I'm attached with. I think the closest thing is Wuthering Waves because of you guys, and I can talk to you guys about it. But other than that, nah. Give me a second, Jay. Sorry.
Okay. I mean that's fine. If that's the case, and that's fair enough. Like can't make you like something that's just not gonna work. Like, but
I just have attachment issues.
We're ranking the shit. We're ranking
attached.
this shit next week when we're finding what truly makes you tick. Like anyway, moving on. We need to get Gozyuger out of because that's the only thing we haven't talked about.
I kind of don't want to go deep into it. Because I feel like the episodes were good. I just
He doesn't want to go deep into it, but he doesn't want to make it into a 3-hour video.
No, it's not that. It's just like I like the episodes. There's not like much to talk about, to be honest. I mean, episode 9. Again, the last week's episode was the last episode of the first arc, and it definitely felt like it. I actually really like Fire Candle in that episode, and just like his motivation as to why he wants to try to reach the rank of number 1, and like him just wanting to see the passion in Haru's eyes, even though like for some fucking reason he couldn't tell Haru with his eye contacts. Thanks Japan. Anyway, that was weird. Anyway, Haru just getting his senses back together, and then basically saying like, you know what, I'm a bit of a loser, so I'll be the number 1 fucking loser. Ignore the fucking part, but like, yeah, I like that. It was cool.
Last week's episode, the one we watched, like the last one we watched, was the best episode of the show by far. Like just straight up, I just think it was like so good.
You mean this week's episode?
You know what I mean? The last one we watched
Yeah.
was the best episode of the show by far. I think personally.
Yeah, I mean, before we get into that, I just want to finish up like last week. So like the Haru gets a new weapon. That's cool. And I like the part when the reason they want him to come back to the team is because he still owes them.
Oh, he has a debt to pay to them.
I'm like, cool. And then they're like, oh, thank you for coming back. Okay, fuck off.
It's like, don't get too.
No, can I get a discount?
Can
I get a discount, please?
Don't get too cocky.
No, calm down.
This week's episode was good. I think this episode just made me realize that Sumino's actress is quite pretty.
What baffled me though is like, because obviously like this episode has a lot in it, just like the beginning of the show. But what baffles my mind is how the fuck did they make this episode feel so smooth? Because like again, there's a lot in it, but it does not feel.
I think it's because we actually know the characters now.
I guess so, but it just baffles my mind that like the beginning of the show felt so like there was so much and it just felt overwhelming. But here there's also
like,
a lot.
Yeah, because like we're now at this point in the show where like we are accustomed to like these characters and like how the show works, and like because of this, like the actual episode itself just worked.
Yeah, I think as well just Kinjiro and Sumini, like they were obviously like the main focus of this episode, sorry. But I do like them the most out of the show so far, but like they are the main focus of this episode. I think the Monster Week was also handled like if they're gonna do it like this with the Monster of the Week, I'm perfectly fine with it. I still don't think they need to be in the show, but I'm perfectly fine if this is how they want to do it. If they do it like this for the Monster of the Week, I think it's perfectly fine.
Yeah. No, I actually like Haru in this episode because he's like, oh yeah, like they keep transporting them in these circles. Like surely one of them is gonna appear, and then Bouquet appears, and he's like, I fucking told you, bro.
I do like Haru's energy in these episodes now. In this recent episode, like his actor feels like he's actually got the Sentai flow to it now. Like he actually feels accustomed to the role, and I do enjoy watching Haru a lot more now. Especially seeing him interact with some of the other Rangers is cool.
Yeah,
like properly interact with them.
Yeah. And the Bouquet joke is still not funny.
It didn't bother me much here, at least, because it's like it doesn't go on for that long at all, really.
Bro, she was cool in this episode.
Mm.
Well, except for the start, she was like, "Oh, why are we getting all these extra rangers, bro? You were literally crying in the corner for like 3 episodes. Fuck off." It's just like,
I do like that that she showed a bit of resistance to the whole using like some of the ring wielders as like weapons. Like, 'cause she clearly like even if it's not for like good means per se, she at least showed some like hesitance to it towards the idea. I don't know, it just adds a little bit more depth to the character, so it's just nice. I do agree the joke itself of her having a crush on the Blue Ranger is not really funny, but it didn't bother me as much here because they didn't let it play out too long. But like, I do have a feeling there's gonna be a running gag for the entire show. So yeah,
I hope not. I beg.
But ignoring that, I think this episode is the strong. I generally have zero complaints about this episode. I legitimately think this is the best episode we got on the show. Not even close, and I enjoyed it a lot. And if they can keep this going, I'll be more than happy with good.
Ring, ring, my ring, ring. Anyway.
Ending's still a banger. Ending's still a fucking banger. Like, I love this end. The song ending for this show is so good.
Alright, well, let's wrap it up then. 2 hours and 41 minutes. Fuck me.
Oh my god.
Let's show stuff that we have in our room. I have English mustard.
Yeah, note to self, do not put too much mustard in anything, else your brain will explode.
Yeah, for anyone watching this video, please don't put a lot of English mustard on your food, because it's hot.
Because you know what I did, Milan? Like, when I came from the gym one time, I bought shrimp, because I wanted to make some, like, wraps with the shrimp. I wanted to have some, I was in a fishy mood. So I made that, and I put a bit of mustard in it. Like, I didn't want to put too much, but I put some in. I was like, okay, it'll be nice. I took one bite, my brain exploded by the heat I was feeling. Like, it wasn't even like spicy per se, but it was just like
no, it's not spicy. It's just hot.
Just the shit, the potency of the mustard was so powerful. I was actually getting headaches.
Really?
Like, I think I put in way too much mustard.
I need to try mustard one day and see what happens.
Mustard's a goated.
Never had this.
Mustard beats mayo and ketchup easily. I don't care.
It just it depends which mustard you have, because like if you just have like the American mustard, like because it doesn't have like the grains in it, so it's not gonna be hot. Like you just gain the flavor of the mustard, which is good. I like the flavor of mustard. But I'm more used to cause I'm more used to 4-grain mustard, because I like the feel of the actual grains itself. Some of them is not that spicy, so they're good. But yeah, English mustard. If you had horseradish before, or UK wasabi, just like wasabi that's not from Japan, yeah, it's hot. It's not spicy, it's hot, okay? And if you can't handle it, then just don't put a lot of it on your food. Just don't be stupid, because I did that before I started this podcast, and
yeah, he was tweaking out.
Yeah, he was dying.
It was good though.
This is what I have in my room.
Oh my god.
Sick.
I don't even know if I have anything. I don't even know if I have anything to show from my room. That's I mean, actually, I could show. I'll give you a photo of it, Milan.
Okay, you'll see in the podcast.
Well, actually, wait. I just realized. Wait, Milan, I have soy sauce in my room.
Soy sauce? What the fuck do you have soy sauce?
The fuck?
Because I had noodles today.
Okay.
Wait.
And I took the soy sauce with me. I was like, you know when you you're
actually, I have this. I have a. Milan can just show a video on the video, but I have a keychain of Evol Cobra. I don't know. I'm aiming at the camera.
You showed that before.
Have I actually? Okay, then here's my fucking Dragon Ball wallet. Then fuck you.
You showed that
already.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, yeah, you did at uni.
Did I?
Yes.
Oh
yeah.
shit, I did.
You showed them both.
Okay, yeah, fine, fuck you. Here's a card of Jiren.
Yeah, sure.
There you go.
Just I'm just gonna put a video of Anas be like, oh this, fucking this then.
Yeah, let's just show fucking. I should show Jiren. I'll show Jiren. Fuck, I'll show the big purple, the red alien. Alright, there you go. Happy. Cool.
Oh, yeah. Well, what an episode!
I'm sending the soy sauce. I'm sending it to the
The
group
soy
chat.
sauce.
Oh,
Why do? Okay.
All right. Well.
Alright, well, what an episode,
I
alright?
apologize to future Milan. I'm just gonna say that I'm just gonna say that now.
I mean, we did say.
45 minutes.
I mean, I did say we do. We did say we do a longer video.
I blame SG.
Yeah. What did I do?
Uh,
Oh yeah, school.
Yes. Anyway,
Listen. Technically, we made up for missing last week's episode.
yeah,
So
two
actually, it's a
podcasts in
W.
one lol.
Exactly.
I mean, I guess so. Yeah.
Good luck uploading this video.
Alright. I think we should wrap it up here now.
Alright.
Alright.
I think that's everything, and we will see you guys next week. Shalom.
Stay saucy.
Stay healthy. Help us well.
Gamba.